Sulphur Springs Wildcats football is on the air as the Wildcats get ready to take on the Community Braves tonight at Gerald Prim Stadium. Good evening, I'm John Mark Dempsey. Our color commentator is Tony Flippin. Our technical director and video producer is Matt Jansen. And our producer of the KSST studios is James Terry. Wildcats come in here with a record of 6-1. They are 2-1 in district play. Community is 1-2 in district play. Wildcat is brought to you by the Alliance Bank, Northeast Texas Farmers Co-op, Farm Country, Wooten Hardware, City National Bank, Wesley House Assisted Living, J. Hodge Chevrolet, Saputo Dairy Foods, Christus Mother Francis Hospital, Copy Products, and BT Medical. Pre-game is presented by Super Handy, and the halftime will be presented by Galleon Insurance, Hall Oil, and Super Handy. So the Community Braves coming in here tonight, and not with an impressive but scored a lot of points. Tony scored in a loss, 56-49, Quinlan Ford. Obviously, 49-point output there. They lost 58-57. Western, their only victory, 5-27. Lost to Dallas, 56. Lost to Panther Creek. This was the one true blowout that they've had, 66-0. Last week they lost to Aubrey, 77-36. So they put some points on the board.
They put points on the board, and I hope it's a good competitive game. But sometimes you put points on the board against the second team and in some of those scoring differentials. Community is kind of cursed by just where they are, the kids they have. They're known for basketball and some of those sports. They are football, and they're in a tough district here, taking their lumps this year. But we hope we got a good ball game tonight.
It's a fast-growing school district, I'll tell you that. We were over there in the spring for a playoff game, a softball playoff game against Aubrey, wasn't it? And boy, the housing that is coming up there in that area of Nevada and Levon is remarkable.
It's huge. I'll tell you one thing, they're going to have a good memory, because if about 10 years they get enough houses and all of a sudden football players come in, if they have opportunity to score 7, they're going to do it. Because they're kind of like North Lamar. They took their lumps for a long time.
Right. Their quarterback is Corin Ewing, a senior. He's passed for 1,788 yards, completed 45% of his passes, 14 touchdown passes, interceptions. Their leading rusher is Troy Matthews, 746 yards rushing, 0.3 yards per carry, and 11 touchdowns. Troy Matthews. So as we say, they have a good offensive team. The question will be, of course, whether they can stop the Wildcats here tonight. We will take another break here, and then we'll come back and talk some more about tonight's ball game as the Wildcats are getting ready to come onto the field here at Gerald Prim Stadium. This is Sulphur Springs Wildcats football. SSHS.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the field, your Sulphur Springs Wildcats. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for our invitation to be given by Senior Ty Holt. Then our national anthem under the direction of
Where are we, James?
Everything that's done, thank you for dying on the cross for our sins. Thank you for this beautiful game of football that our boys are about to play. Let everybody stay safe on the field, and everybody on the other side stay safe. Thank you for everything that you're doing. In Jesus' name, amen.
Wildcats football once again from Gerald Prim Stadium. I'm John Mark Dempsey along with Tony Flippin, both the Wildcats and the Community Braves on the field now, and I believe we are about to have our national anthem. Okay, the national anthem from the Sulphur Springs High School Band. We are just about to have the coin toss here on the artificial turf in front of us this evening with our temperature at 84 degrees. Winds out of the south at 6 miles per hour. The officials tonight are from the East Texas chapter based in Longview. The referee, Dan Wilson. The umpire is Joel McGuire. The head linesman is Mike Davis. The side judge is Patrick Carter. The line judge James Ross. The field Shirley Rose. I presume that's a young woman.
It is not. I've been checking.
Okay. All right. Well, that's an unusual name for a fella. But okay, Shirley Rose, the field judge. Back judge is Aaron Muntz this evening.
I was thinking we might have broken ground, but we didn't.
I have.
There are some female officials in high school and so forth, and there's nothing wrong with them.
Yeah,
Probably more conscientious than a whole lot of the male version.
I had broadcast a game or two with ponytail sticking out from under the cap.
Looks like we won. Yep.
Wildcats will receive, and it sounds like that Dan Wilson, our referee, is wearing a mic tonight, which is always helpful, and we're glad for that.
It's whether or not we can have the second half. A lot of times the batteries run down.
Hadn't given that a thought, but that was a problem.
Surprised
Right.
anytime they come in, but they don't change the batteries, and evidently they go through it. So.
Yep, I imagine that. We talked some about the community offense so far. Now we're going to see them in the split tee here this evening, which is rare, although last year I think Maybank and Kaufman either ran the split tee or the other variant, the wing tee.
Wing tee.
Yeah. They will also run some from the spread, but they do run a lot out of the split tee, the old formation that was very popular in the 50s and 60s.
Sounds like they got a pretty good ground game, so I've got a feeling they'll try to see if they can work that out first. We got Skyler and Jackson Hare back there, I think. Normal 2 deep.
They've had several place kickers practicing in the game drills, and Colt Story is the one who tees it up here for the kickoff. At the 40-yard line, foot is into the ball, and we are underway. And return will be from the 12-yard line. This Jackson Hare is hit hard as he crosses the 25-yard line, and it brought down about the 27. Wildcats start from there on their first offensive possession.
Kind of bobbled kick, had to bring it up, kind of took the timing off. Sometimes that works to your advantage, but he couldn't find a hole that way with the short side. So we're going to start on the 27, like John Mark said. Wind is coming into our face. It's not a big wind right now, so I don't think it's going to turn into any problems. It's blowing a lot of Hopkins County stew smoke over the stadium.
Well, Buford Park is full, I can tell you that. Up there is a bobbled snap on first down. They're still scrambling for it, and this one may go to Community. Touchdown. And up with football for Community, and apparently a touchdown is Derek Merriman. Is there anything that will nullify that? I don't think so.
I don't see anything. I think the center snapped the ball, and the quarterback was not ready for it. And there was a scrum, and the ball squirted out. Community got it. So here we go. 2 seconds into the ball game, Wildcats are down 6. Wait.
Snap to Caden Mitchell was bobbled. It looked like it was about waist high.
Yeah, it's a good snap. He just wasn't ready. I don't know if somebody said something or what. It just looked like an early snap. We're not going to play blame, so we don't know.
So Colt Story will kick the extra point here for Community, and it is good. And the Community Braves lead the Sulphur Springs Wildcats 7-0 with 11:40 left to go in the first period. This is Wildcats football on KSST. Okay.
So much for open possession, and now they basically get a possession on both halves. did that.
Golly.
Could be. And again, you got senior night and so forth. Sometimes that's everybody's not quite ready and focused, so now maybe we'll be ready. So I said that Skylar was back. It's Hall and
Okay, good.
Skylar's far.
Okay.
Anthony Benitez is off this time.
There is the J. Todd Chevrolet kickoff by Community. And the kick is to the 5-yard line and by Jackson Hare for Sulphur Springs out to the 20-yard line.
He got stopped in there. Community's come to special teams look good right now. They did kick the ball deep. That was a left-footed kicker. Like you said, they got 2 or 3 kickers. So they've kicked off twice, one's from the left and one's from the right, but both of them found Jackson Hare.
20-yard approximately fumble by Derek Harriman. Defensive lineman for Community. First play from and Community. So the Wildcats waiting from their own 20-yard line. Go right. Mitchell swings it out to Deuce Hall on this first play. Hall makes the catch, turns up feet, and has a short pickup of about 2 yards for the Wildcats.
Number of one on the stop for Community.
That would be Cash Elston. He's one who will be going both ways. And I think they're going to have quite a few
I would
guys.
be surprised if Community doesn't have at least 5 or 6 going both ways. That play didn't gain a couple, but it wasn't far from being an 8 or 10 yards and quite clear the block on the edge.
Second down from the 22. Draw play to Deuce Hall. His blockers and waiting on those blocks, and he crosses the 25 up to the 27-yard line for a 5-yard.
We'll give him the 28. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Wildcat right back to the line, yeah, and a handoff.
We got the first.
And that'll be a hooting hard first down as Hall gets the call and crosses the up to the 30-yard line.
That is that. It's one of the few times we've gone to the line quick. I don't know if that was just put in this week or not. We haven't used it a whole lot.
Extremely quick, yeah. Wildcats in black jerseys tonight, royal blue pants. We saw those black jerseys earlier this season. I think it was against Bullard. The white headgear with the interlocked SS logo on the side. Community white jerseys, gray pants, white headgear. Here's a jet sweep to Deuce Hall, and he is be caught and dropped behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a couple of yards.
Yeah, Vincent kind of pulled back on that one. I don't know if he got blocked backwards or just ended up there, and he kind of was in the path. So that was kind of friendly fire that knocked him off his balance there.
Dupes, a linebacker for Community, and another one that goes both ways, made the tackle there. So that's a loss of 3. Wildcats behind the chain, 2nd down and 13 from the 28-yard line. Personnel changes now for Spring. Quinn Harris coming in, and Andre Serta is out as the H-back. Wildcats up to the line with Caden Mitchell in the shotgun, the senior quarterback. Left, 2 to the right, Mitchell backpedals, throws. Intended for Wyatt Watson at the 38-yard line, but thrown behind him, I think, Tony.
Yeah, a little high and behind. It wasn't on target. So now we got 3rd, long 12, short 13. So we need to get some positive yards where even if we don't make the first down, we can put them back in their territory. But we're not giving up on this drive. We've made a lot of 3rd and 13s this year.
Community leading 7-0 on a fumble return. Caden Mitchell setting up a screen. It's a bubble screen to the left side to Skylar Lewis. And Lewis got away from the first tackle, but now he is swarmed by Braves. And I'm not sure where they will say his forward progress was, maybe the 31.
Yeah.
That's the original line of scrimmage.
And I think this one safety out here is the only person from Nevada that was not in on the tackle at some point. Skylar wouldn't go down, and they kept bouncing off of him.
So Jackson Hare in to punt on 4th down and 10.
Yep. So not the start the Wildcats were looking for.
Whistles on the field.
Timeout community. I don't think they had enough. They've seen us with a fake punt before.
7-0 community. This is Wildcats football on KSST. Okay.
So it's a 4th and 10, straight up 10.
Yeah. Jackson Hare punting for Sulphur Springs on 4th and 10. It is partially blocked, or so it appears.
Yep.
And the ball does go past the line of scrimmage by maybe 12 yards or so, and the Wildcats fall on it at about the 43-yard line.
I couldn't tell, but what a Nevada player touched it, but they're discussing it. They're lined up like it's going to be first down community on the 44-yard line. But yeah, they just signaled.
So that
Jackson might have taken an extra step there, I don't know, but all of a sudden one came in.
That is effectively a 14-yard punt.
Yep.
For 13-yard punt, but partially blocked there. So again, they come up to the line in the split tee. Corey Ewing takes the handoff, sets up to throw, passing deep, and incomplete at about the 15-yard line. It'll be second down and 10.
C.T. Galloway had him covered like a blanket. That looked like that wasn't a very well thrown ball. We got a foul. We got a holding, so we're going to take that and put them 10 back and let them try.
Okay, good.
So that's going to work out. Okay, Gaines, you are, but you don't move. You're on the 45.
Tony, 25 years of it. It's an official. It's
can't help watching.
An education.
They're pretty close putting it back.
And on this first down and 20, they keep it on the ground, and they are bottled up and will not get back to the line of scrimmage as the handoff was to Troy Matthews.
Alex King met him there and wasn't going to let go. Did a great job of meeting him and really put a good stick on him.
So he lost a yard.
I think this is going to be the ball game here, is our defense against their offense, because we'll score.
Ewing in the shotgun this time, passing and complete in the flat to the near side. Gain to about the 50-yard line. That's Cash Elston that makes the catch. It's ushered out of bounds at the 50. That is a gain of 5.
Now this is interesting because Grayson Hardy is in there, and I thought
we talked about that.
Did he get a reprieve or something?
No, I'll tell you about that in just a moment.
I was just fixing to bring that up, and I saw him. I'm like, oops.
This is third down and a little more than 15. Ewing back to throw, passing, and complete at the Sulphur Springs 38-yard line or so, but short of the first down. And
it's going to bring 4th and 2, though, and they'll go for that, I would predict. Doesn't look like they're bringing in a punt team.
Derek Merriman made the catch. He's the Brave who had the touchdown on the fumble return on the first play of the game. So, yeah, 4th and 2 for community at the Sulphur Springs 36-yard line.
I don't know if we've got it acts like it's community timeout, but I hadn't seen the signal if something was wrong or what.
A 4th and 2 play coming up. Tony, I talked with Brandon Faircloth about that this week. The high school rule does not require a player who is ejected for targeting to sit out the first half of the next game. This is what
That's what he says.
Coach
I sure
Faircloth
thought it was, but I'm glad we I'd hate for anybody to have to sit out.
And by the way, they thought it was a terrible call. They thought that it was not targeting and was a really bad call. Now they're moving.
Where have you got this possession starting?
Started at the 50. Well, no, started at the
49?
46.
46. That's what they're 5 off, and they're still going. They don't.
So now they're indicating
they're giving them a first down, which I guess at the 36 would have been right on it.
So rather than a 4th and 2, now they have it as a first and 10.
10 at the 36.
The Sulphur Springs 36-yard line. Again,
so that was not a timeout.
Unity, and I guess Brandon Fairclough out on the field talking with
the explanation, and I don't blame him.
Dan Wilson is the referee having an animated discussion with them. Now, okay.
Yeah. But if you say we started at 46, then they're a little short, but they've moved the chains twice. You're not going to get it right.
They were penalized back to the 46. Well, it's 1st and 20. So this is first down at the Sulphur Springs 36-yard line. And they go between the tackles on first down. The Wildcats are there in force to bring down Troy Matthews, who's their outstanding running back. He does pick up a couple of yards, maybe 3. He actually gets to the 33-yard line.
We got Giovanni Solis in the middle of that. He plays a big part right there, climbing up that middle.
Defensive tackle came into the game with tackles Wildcats this season.
So 2nd and 7, got 3 out of that one. They had a lot of trickery trying to fool us there. They had a reverse going each way on the fakes after the handoff up the middle.
Ewing back in the shotgun. Snap, looking left, passing, and broken up by Alex King, the linebacker for Sulphur
Alex
Springs.
got a hand on it, yep. And the quarterback double pumped, so he was trying to wait till he saw a seam, but Alex wasn't having any of it. Good coverage by both the safety and safeties. So now 3rd and 7. See if the Wildcats can put something on and hold them here. So far, not very impressed with the passing game. I hope it stays that way.
Line of scrimmage, Sulphur Springs 33-yard line. Shotgun, back pedals, now scrambling. Coming to the near side and will go out of bounds right about the line of scrimmage.
Creed Wisnot escorted him out, but that was good pursuit. Mr.
Ewing.
Yeah. But Truth Holmes was hoping he kind of pulled up a little bit. He was going to pop him. He ran a long way to that sideline to not get to hit him. So 4th and 7, I think they're still going to go for it, being right here because there's not a whole lot of punt room.
By the way, Creed Wisenhunt with 47 tackles so far this season for Sulphur Springs. We've said that name a lot.
Yep.
4th down, they're going to go and pressure on Ewing, and he goes down for a sack.
22.
Yep, that's the first guy out of there.
They got both. We had about
both.
3 of them that got back there. They didn't have a chance, so they might punt next time.
Well, deep in Sulphur Springs territory,
yep.
But I can't blame them for going for it.
No, but you sure don't want to give up about 8 instead of not getting your first down.
Right.
So now starting at the 41, 3rd possession here. So Wildcats need to bow up a little bit and get a little continuity going.
Community leading 7-0. That opportunity there for Community was set up on the partially blocked punt against Sulphur Springs. And this time they give it to Jackson Hare on a sweep to the right side. Behind his blockers, he crosses the line of scrimmage, and he's up close to the 45-yard line for a gain of about
4 yards.
4 yards there. It looked like the old power sweep there.
Yep,
Tony.
that's all that happened. We had a wing from the outside come in motion, and he set up. He did a good job of just setting up and not getting the crack back. I watched him till contact, and you've got to be from the front above the waist. It's a really good job.
3 outs to the far side for Sulphur Springs. Move left to right. Snap to Caden Mitchell, setting up the bubble screen. And that one goes to Lewis. And Lewis gets past the first wave of tacklers. He's still on his feet. He is going to score for Sulphur Springs.
They really packed the middle there, and I knew that once they got outside, this one had a chance. But Schuyler did a really good job, and he had it back on that one man. The safety had pursuit on him, but he was strong enough to break through that tackle and score. Great job, Hooten Hardware first down.
And, of course, Northeast Texas Farmers Co-op says, way to go, Wildcats. 55-yard touchdown pass from Caden Mitchell to Schuyler Lewis. They had two big plays, two big touchdown passes, connections in the second half last week against the Paris Wildcats. And the kick by Eric Rodriguez is good, and we tie game now, 7-7 with 4:30 left to go in the first period. This is Wildcat football on KSST. Good.
That's a little more like it. I did not realize till tonight that Schuyler was Scotty Lewis's son. Scotty's probably the best athlete that's come through here in the last 75 years.
Is that right?
Yeah, to me he is. He went to Baylor under Grant Taft. He just couldn't finish out, but he was awesome.
Just about to have the J. Hodge Chevrolet kickoff here. 55-yard touchdown pass on the bubble screen, Tony, from Caden to Schuyler Lewis.
Yeah, like I said, they packed the bar there. There weren't about 4 players for Schuyler to go, and he passed 3 out pretty quickly. Only one man deep. They're ready for a little punch. And there we go, kicking it over.
It's the kickoff by Eric Rodriguez, lands at the goal line and bounds into the end zone.
Yep. That almost bounced back and didn't get there and would have been a live ball, but the minute it touches end zone, that's it. I saw them practicing the long kicks today, so they are going against the grain a little bit here.
Cade Connor, one of their running backs, had an 85-yard touchdown on a kickoff return last week against Aubrey. So I'm a little surprised they're trying that, but Rodriguez showing a strong leg there.
Yeah, their deepest back was about to 15.
First down, Community at the 25-yard line.
4 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first quarter, 7-7 game.
Again, they show the wing tee here with Ewing under center. Handoff over the right side and a substantial gain here. And pushing the pile, Mercy all the way out to the 35-yard line. That is Kendall McCullough for Community. He was hit at about the 29, but gets all the way out to the 35.
Yep, they got a first down out of it, I'm pretty sure. They hadn't moved. Yeah, now they're moving them.
Terrific job of second effort there by Kendall McCullough for Community.
That looked more like a rugby scrum than a football play.
Somehow 4 or 5 Wildcats just simply could not bring him down. So first down at the 35, Ewing under center, a toss here. Again, this is McCullough going right, cutting back left, and he has a gain to the 39-yard line, so it's a 4-yard gain for McCullough.
This is a completely different offense than what the majority of teams run, and sometimes that can give a defense fits to get settled in. They've had a week to practice, but until you see it on Friday night, you still may not think that's what they're going to run.
Running the wing tee with quarterback Corin Ewing under center. Handoff goes this time to a back to the left side, and that is Troy Matthews off left tackle. Short gain to the 41-yard line, just 2 yards. So now 3rd and 4 for Community. 7-7 score. Clock rolling with 3:13 to go in the first period from Gerald Prim Stadium. Wide out to the left side, wing back right in this wing tee. Man in motion, and they're going to toss it to him, and that is McCullough. And McCullough.
He didn't get there. He's going to be 2 yards short. He gave ground to take the pitch. the Cats pinched in the middle and got him too short. So now I can't see them go for it here. I figure they're going to punt, but we'll see. If they're 1-6 for the year, who knows?
It comes down to the McCullough running tough again, but the Wildcats ready for him that time. I believe there's Nathan Andrews on the tackle, at least getting the first contact there for the Wildcats. The defensive end came into the game with 16 tackles this season. So 4th and 2, and it looks like Corin Ewing, the quarterback, will punt. He drops deep.
Men back for the Cats.
And there's contact there with the punter. The fair catch for at the 35-yard line by
that was Hall. I believe.
Hall, yeah.
We're back to flag. I don't know what Hardy's talking to the referee about. But.
There's contact there on the punter, Corin Ewing, who's also the quarterback.
He was, well, no. I thought he held up a hand like it would be a 5-yarder, but that would have been enough for a first.
I see. Do you?
No, and he's getting an earful from the head coach over at Community. I did not see the contact. I had just moved back to the receivers, but he is getting an earful. He's lit up.
Dustin Bland, the head coach of Community Braves. He's in his 6th season.
I don't think they're discussing Thanksgiving dinner.
Well, I don't blame him. I mean, it's hard to see how there's no flag at all on that play. At any rate, it goes back over to Sulphur Springs.
But he just picked up a flag.
Oh, I didn't see that flag.
I didn't either. What got me, he picked it up, put it in the belt. So I don't know. Maybe Grayson Hardy, the debate, and talk him out of it. Anyway, first down, Wildcats at the 25.
31-yard punt there. 7-7 score. Caden Mitchell brings it out for Jackson. And Hare makes the catch, wiggle, gets past the first tackle, and gets up to the 20 line for 4.
Good strong running by Jackson. He had 2 or 3 of them, and we got a Community player down, so we're going to have an official's timeout.
Score 7-7, 1:50 to go in the first period. This is Wildcats football on KSST. Okay, good. Levels okay? Yes. So, yeah, bring it back to us when you can. Wildcats football on KSST. 7-7 ball game, 1:50 to go. As the player for Community who was injured, Grayson Abbott, walking off the field zone, now jogging off, so I expect again. The near hash mark, 2nd down and 6 for Sulphur Springs. Moving left, right. Screen to the far side, and it is caught, and this is Wyatt Watson this time who gets the first tackler. Watson down the far sideline up to about the 45-yard line.
Nice job out there by, who was that? Hall. Hall shielded the guy there and got him around there. Got Newton Hardware first down out of it. Thank
you. Now he went out at the 42, so it's a 13-yard gain to Wyatt Watson. So first down, their own 42-yard line, ball on the far half.
Should have a free play here, offsides on the Nevada.
Caden Mitchell connects with Chris Adams, and Adams circles out of a tackle. He is in the clear, and he is going to score for Sulphur Springs.
That's exactly, well, okay, I'm sitting there thinking of the flag, but that's the offside, so that will stand. That's exactly what you're supposed to do with a free play, is throw it downfield, see if something happens.
A 58-yard touchdown pass from Caden Mitchell to Chris Adams.
And for the last 25, there was nobody in sight. Once he broke.
Only one man who could have made the play, and he got past him.
Yep.
That'll be the touchdown of the season for Chris Adams, and now Caden Mitchell will have 15 touchdown passes this season. Nathan
That's more
Andrews
like
will snap. Mason Cooper will hold, and Eric Rodriguez with the extra point here. Kick on the way toward Buford Park, where all of the Hopkins County's 2 contestants are set up, and it is good. 14-7 Wildcats, a minute 23 to go. Period. This is football on KSST. Okay.
So the assistant picked the flag and he did give it back to him.
Oh.
I watched during the timeout when the player was injured and the coach came like he was supposed to come check his kid, and the kid got up and the coach never did anything but give it to the referee on that flag or no flag.
Well, that
yes, he has a point from what you're saying. Yep. And especially because of the fact that it was just 2 yards, so even a 5.
Northeast Texas Farmers Co-op says, "Way to go, Wildcats!" on that 58-yard touch from Caden Mitchell.
Hooten Hardware as well.
From Caden to Chris Adams. Here's the kickoff. Rodriguez, one taken at the 10 line for Community, and the return to the middle of the field. And he is down the 5-yard line on the return. That is Zyerick McClinton.
C.T. Galloway came in there and kind of submarined him and took him down. Good coverage.
Jay Hodge Chevrolet kickoff, of course. Wildcats now leading 14-7. They were down 7-0 on the first play of the game.
Yep.
As there was a fumble on the snap to Caden, or whatever happened. It was a mishandled snap, and Derek Maryland, he's a defensive back, actually picked that up and ran it back 20 yards for a touchdown. But the Wildcats coming back now with 2 touchdown passes, one to Skylar Lewis and one to Chris Adams. Now here's a sweep on first down, going to Troy Matthews. He's got a nice across the 30 to about the 32-yard line.
Got about 7 on that one. 59 seconds and the clock running.
Second down, 3.
We probably got 2 more plays. Sure looks like Nevada is they're going to just load it up and see if we can stop them running, because they're having a lot more success there than with the pass.
Matthews coming into the ball game had 743 yards rushing and 11 touchdowns. Second and 3. Ewing under center, drops back, going deep, overthrows his man at the 30-yard. Well cut there by Giara and Grayson Hardy.
Yep. They put wide out each side there and threw it, so we'll keep a watch on that, because their normal formation is 10 of them are inside tight end, basically, and then only one wide out, and from that run the ball 90% of the time.
Grayson Hardy, by the way, the son of assistant coach Stephen Hardy, leads the district with 98 tackles.
He's all over the place. He's a good one.
They're moving the chains here, Tony.
Oh, I guess we had a foul. I'm sorry, I didn't see it.
I was looking down too, but they moved it to the 35. 37, so there was a 5-yard penalty.
1st and 10.
It is a first down and 10. And scrambling now, Corin Ewing basically running for his life here, and is out of bounds. Laren Vaughn chased him out, and also out Fessing, but I don't hesitate to say Creek matter. So basically no gain. I'm not sure what that 5-yard penalty was.
No, for me either. Must have been maybe offside.
Long pass.
Unless they call, even if they call holding on the receiver, it would have been a 10-yarder.
Anyway, second down and 10 from the 37. Again, they are in the
there goes
split tee or the wing tee, and whistles. We have a false start or illegal procedure against Community, so they'll walk them back 5 yards here.
Nothing was right on that one. We had people going 3 different directions. None of them were the right way.
Second down and 15 for Community. Wildcats 14-7, 18 seconds left to go in the first period. The Braves behind the chains again here from the 32-yard line. in their own territory. This time they'll go from the spring.
Probably last play unless it's an incomplete pass.
Two in the slot, two wide. Ewing going to be sacked.
20 or 50? 60.
I've got,
60. Well, that would be, I don't have him.
Well, we'll have to check on that.
Whoever he was, he had a good play, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So now it's going to be 3rd down and 22.
There were a couple of other Wildcats around him also. Yeah, loss is back 25-yard line. That's important to note. So that's a loss of 7 yards.
3rd and 22.
Now the clock still shows 12 seconds. No, it goes to 12 minutes.
Got resetting it.
All right. 14-7 Sulphur Springs leads into the first quarter, and this is Wildcats football on KSST.
I'm going to see if we get the chains moved proper. Should be picking it up. Should be going back to the 37. And
25.
25. Right.
Yeah.
If they end up on 37, they did it right. There they go. Good job.
This is 3rd and 22.
3rd and 22.
Start of the second quarter, Wildcats lead at 14-7 over Community, 3rd and 22 for the Braves on their own 25-yard line. Ewing up a screen pass to the far side. It is complete, and this one's going to pick up some nice yards for Community, but they will be short of the first down.
C.T. Galloway came up. He was about the only man on the side of the football field, and he got through one block, came in and made a really nice tackle. That would have gotten close.
Dupes, the tight end, made the catch, and he gets out to the 38-yard line for a yard. Was now for the Community Braves.
Just watch action for the punter this time.
Right.
We don't rush real hard.
Corey Ewing, the quarterback, also the punter. Dustin, the head coach, completed the flag. The last time he punted, I thought he should have been credited with having been roughed. And now Wildcats come up with the ball on the return here. Was that Saul that made the catch on the punt return?
I think it's Wilson. He's not normally back here. And there should have been a flag for roughness. Yeah, I think this is going to be offsides back here, I think.
Flag at the line of scrimmage.
Nope, they didn't have formation.
Illegal procedure.
Declined. We're going to take the ball on the 41 or 36. But we said it was a fair catch, and they ran into it. So that might make up for that ball on the plate.
I thought that was Wisconsin back to.
Well, he got there pretty quick. It may not have been. Normally, you got Hall and Schuyler back there, I think.
Mm-hmm. That's a 27-yard punt there. So Wildcats take over.
Okay, they added the 5 yards here if that was illegal procedure, which is a new rule. So they're going to start at 41. So that was administered properly.
15-7, 11 the first. Sulphur Springs now in stadium. Keep on first down. And a substantial gain here. Out to about the 45 line. Jackson Hare for the Wildcat.
3, they put down at the 4. 10:45 quarter to 7. Wildcats.
Sulphur Springs up to the line, operating out of the spread. 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. H back behind the right tackle. Quick pass to Schuyler Lewis, makes the catch. Picks up an extra yard to the community 45-yard line, and that's a hoot and wear first down for Sulphur Springs.
Me too, it's there. I actually was thinking of it. knocked him out of bounds. Scott looks like he's in a little bit of contact tonight. He got out there and just had a little button hook and got a little running start and said, "Come on, boy."
11 yards on the gain to Skylar Lewis. You were saying during the break, he is the son of?
He's the son of Scotty Lewis, who was from the Cameron years. And in my mind, he's the best athlete that's come through here in probably 60 or 70 years.
Deuce Hall in the quarterback, and of course that means we're likely to see a quarterback run. Is loose out the gate as he started out to the right, then bounced off a couple of tacklers, then back to the left and came to the near side and all the way, let's see, to the 22-yard line. Yep. So a big there for Deuce.
Hooting hard, first down for Deuce Hall. That's a good job. He looked like he was going to get clocked for about a 4-yard gain. He kept the legs going. All of a sudden, he cut some men out here, and he got a great yardage out of it. 23
yards on the game by the sophomore Deuce Hall. First down, Wildcats at the 23. Sulphur Springs leading 14. Caden Mitchell, lots of time to throw in the pocket. Fires it out for Skylar Lewis at the yard line. He keeps it on. Closely covered there for community. Kendall McCullough, another one of those guys. No, that's Derek Merriman.
I sure wished he had held off there because Jackson Hare broke free right over the middle, and that would have been an easy pitch catch for 6 there. Hopefully somebody up in the coaching box saw that. Got about the same formation. Let's see if maybe they want to call it this time.
Second down and 10 for the Wildcats at the community 23. Caden Mitchell backpedaling, throwing over the middle, and in and out of the hands of Wyatt Watson at the 3-yard line.
I think he had a little bit of alligator arm on that one. The ball was a little stretched, and he was going to have some contact. Every once in a while, you don't get those arms quite out far. You protect yourself a little. Good throw.
So third down and 10 for the Wildcats at the Community Brave 20, just inside the 23.
For us to be in 4-down territory, we have a big loss.
Two far side, one near side. Quinn Harris, the H-back in motion. Passing, over middle, complete, and inside goes to the 5-yard line.
Yep, down to the 3.
That's
good
Chris
job.
Adams. Yeah.
He just did a little button hook, and Mitchell was looking for him. He was wide, found a little seam, did exactly what you're supposed to. So this looks like Wildcat football. 17
yards to Chris Adams. Handoff up the middle, and it's a touchdown for Jackson Hare.
Hooten Hardware first down twice.
And Northeast Texas Farmers Co-op says, way to go Wildcats on that 3-yard touchdown run by Jackson Hare. And Sulphur Springs take the 20-7 lead now. Eric Rodriguez in to kick the extra point. Coming into the game, he was 28 of 30. Kicked his first 2 tonight. Nathan Andrews the snap. Mason Cooper the hold, and the kick is good. 21-7, Sulphur Springs on top. This is Wildcats football on KSST.
Kick by Rodriguez is good.
One thing that has improved greatly this year is the kicking game.
Oh, yeah.
He's really putting some good height on it and getting some distance. I'd like to see a 45-yard goal attempt. Never had it, because I think they really try a shot. An offensive coach, it's hard for him to go for.
Just about to have the J. Hodge Chevrolet kickoff here by Eric Rodriguez, with the Wildcats now leading 21-7. Ball up at the 40-yard line. He's been kicking deep so far tonight.
Yeah.
Advances on the ball, and he kicks it. This one's going to be taken at the 2-yard line off the hands of the return man. He went into the end zone to bring it back out, and he's going to be brought down around the 7-yard line.
7-yard line. He should have stayed in that end zone. He hit it at the 1, but the impetus took it into the end zone. And a lot of times you don't think quick enough, but he could have downed it and it would have come out to the 25. But he did his best, but the Wildcats had really good coverage and stopped him at the 7.
That was Cade Connor on the return. So the rule is if it touches his hands in the field of play and goes back into the end zone, he could down it.
It's who put it there. So the fact that he touched it in the field of play, he did not put it there, so he can go get on it. Now, if he catches it 1 and recedes,
right,
he put it there. But on a kick like that, if he'd have just downed it, they'd have got it to 25.
Yeah,
but that's a lot to decipher.
Pitch out going wide right, and they are caught behind the line and brought down for a loss here.
T.J. Bolden broke through there and said, "Come on my way," and he didn't let him go.
That's Kendall McCullough on the sweep there. Loss is back to the 3 for a loss of 4, second down and 14 for Community.
This is where I think that our overall quality of player, with them bunching up like that, if we can come up and bunch up, it's going to be hard for them to beat us on the line.
Ewing under center in the split tee, and again they're trying to go off tackle here with Kendall McCullough. And again, he is not quite going to get back to the line. That's Grayson Hardy there for
number
Sulphur
60.
Springs.
The mystery man got him too. They gave him a generous spot to the 2. I thought he was on the 1. But
well, so did I.
We've lost anyway, but we need to find out. We're going to have to listen and see who 60 is. He's made 2 really good tackles.
He's playing defensive tackle, and we get a break. We'll go next door and talk with our public address announcer, Kevin Woolley, and see if he has the identity of that.
Yep.
Fine Wildcat defender.
Probably timeout Community there. They're going to try to regroup. There's not many 3rd and 15s from the 2.
21-7 Sulphur Springs on top. This is Wildcats football on KSST.
Well, let me just look right here.
I'll do it.
Should be in here. Nope. I got you.
Wildcats football on KSS. This is 3rd and long from the 2-yard line. Off left tackle they go. It's a big gain, but we'll be short of the first down. They get out to about the 16-yard line on this. And a gang tackle situation there for Sulphur Springs. That is Troy Matthews. Their gun gets to the 16 for a gain of 14 yards.
That's a shame. I know they're the opposition, but that's a shame to get 14 when you're 3rd and 15 on 2.
4th and 1.
Punting situation, can't afford to give up anymore.
So it is Deuce Hall back for
Jackson,
Sulphur Springs. These kids are so slender when they.
Nope, that's number 3.
That's
or Gio.
Gio.
Okay.
And the punt by Ewing. Going to be taken by Gio Ibarra, and it will be returned. Here's a nice return for the Wildcats to the 30-yard line.
Great job, and that's. I don't think we've let a punt bounce yet.
I was going to mention that to you.
Oh, I've noticed. That's my pet peeve. So I don't know, but it's amazing that if we don't give up 15 yards on the roll, where we end up. So we're going to start at the 29 going in.
So that punt was taken at the 45-yard line. That's about a 29-yard punt, and the return to the 29 was it? So I was going to call that a return of 16 yards by Joey Barr.
That was all him. He raced up, caught it because it would have bounded, and he just took it off and got what he could and went to the sideline. Really good job, and that's so much difference on field position.
Wildcats lead at 21-7. Quinn Harris in motion left to right. Slant in, intended for Skylar Lewis, had it in his hands and couldn't hold on at the 24-yard line.
I don't know if Skylar wanted that one because he was right in the middle of fixing to get popped. I don't calling that one anymore right now.
By the way, in the game against Community last year at Nevada, Gio Ibarra had 3 interceptions in the game.
Is that the game? I've heard you talking about it.
And the pass now from Caden Mitchell to Skylar Lewis. Makes the catch at the 20-yard line. A set down on the tackler there.
Player he never touched, and Skylar knew it and went on. He got about another 5 yards, and we got the player down, the one that Skylar on him. His breath out sitting on him.
He
but
gets
that's
to the
Houghton Hardware. I'm sorry, Houghton first down at the 18-yard line.
18 line for a gain of 11 yards, and the Community Brave player still down at the 22-yard line.
Yeah.
So the Wildcats lead at 20-7. This Wildcats football on KSST. Okay, he's up to one spot.
Yeah, I think Skylar just on him.
Aja Holt, the injured Community, walked off the field on his own power. So first down and 10, Wildcats at the Community 18-yard line. Sulphur Springs 21-7. Caden Mitchell has Deuce Hall in the ballgame at running back. Fake to Hall. Mitchell all kinds of time to throw now, moving in the pocket, throw to the far sideline.
That's
and out of bounds. No, that is it is. You're right. It is.
He's got that pink towel holding. He did an outstanding job of toe tapping. That ball was thrown where only he could get it. That's a great on the run by Mitchell, and Watson got it first and goal on the one. Houghton Hardware first down.
Wyatt Watson made the catch on the far side, and the Wildcats first goal now.
I can't see numbers, but I can see that pink towel. He's the only one that's got it.
You're right. I'll remember that. Andre Serta in there is an H-back behind the left tackle. And they snap it to Deuce Hall. And Hall scores standing up for the Wildcats with good blocking up the middle. And it's 27-7 for Sulphur Springs.
Another 1 yard Houghton Hardware first down on that one.
And Northeast Texas Farmers Co-op says, way to go Wildcats on that 2-yard touchdown run by Deuce Hall. And that will be his 10th touchdown of the season. The sophomore do-everything player for the Wildcats.
This is our kicking game that I was complimenting offline. Has really done well. I hope I don't jinx him, but he's been doing a great job. Eric
Rodriguez, the play kicker. And he's got it right between the uprights. 28-7, Sulphur Springs. Wildcats leading after trailing in this game after the first play from scrimmage, 7-0. Yep. 6:15 to go in the first half. This is Wildcats football on KSST.
There's about 8 players over there in Communities on the bench that are just worn out. I think that both ways stuff, it's not going to be pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, they're overmatched.
Do you have the snapper and the holder
yes,
for
I do.
kicking? We need to
give
those
I've
3.
I will when we come back.
I'll mention it and then you give the names.
I have once or twice, but I'm happy to do it.
Yeah, they're doing a good job.
That's a thankless job. Jeff Todd Chevrolet kickoff just about to take place here. With the Wildcats leading 28-7. Eric Rodriguez advancing on the ball, and again it's looking deep here, and it goes to the 6-yard line. And turn is by Cade Connor out across the 20-yard line. So Tony talking about the job that the Wildcats have been doing on extra points.
Yeah, they're like clockwork right now, and that's a 3-man team, not to mention the other blockers not letting anybody in. All timing, and it's a scoring practice, so really good.
Ethan Andrews is the snapper, and Mason Cooper is the holder for Eric Rodriguez. They have done a great job, and they are now 32 34 on their extra points.
And that's huge when the deeper you get in a season too, because the games are going to get closer.
And you something also break. It'd be good to see them try a field goal.
Yeah, up. This is a good game to try, maybe.
First down from the 21. The wing tee here for Community, and they keep it on the ground, and it's a short gain, if that.
Ruth Holmes got that one. Our guys are just overpowering the middle of the line, and they're determined to put 10 guys in the box and run the ball inside the box. And that's just, I hate to break it to them, but they're not going to have any good sustained success with us. Now they took.
It was a 1 gain by their back, Troy Matthews. Now Ewing, under center, drops back, complete to the near side, and up to the 31-yard line on the pass play here. And it goes to Derek Merriman.
Wisenhunt and James Johnson paired up on the tackle there, just a short game. Well, it's pretty.
He's close to the.
I don't think he got it.
Got to get to the 31. They're moving the down mark from the far side.
Three keeps walking. They're going to get it. They gave it to him. That's okay. You're supposed to bring that chain to you. He kept walking, and sometimes you're not quite square.
First down at the 31. Breaking left to right. The south end zone. Ewing throwing deep down the far side, and incomplete at the 35-yard line. Good coverage.
Gio.
Cash Elston was the receiver, and you say Gio.
Ibarra had the best chance of catching it. He might remember that interception game, and he says it's behind now. They're just not very polished as a passing team, and that's, sometimes you're just not that kind of skill set.
Grayson Hardy and Creed Wisenhunt also back there for Sulphur Springs. Second down and 10 from the 31. Toss to Kendall McCullough. McCullough going right, showing some quick moves there, cuts it back to the left. Darts across the 35 up to the 37-yard line. Now he is swarmed by Wildcat tacklers.
I think Hardy was about the first one right there. He came up and hit it hard, but I'll give Community linemen their due there. When they get those scrums, they don't give up. 3rd and 4. 4:30 left in the ball game. Clock running. First half. Community will get the kickoff at the second half.
That was a gain of 6, so this is 3rd down and 4. Wide out left, wide out right, wing back left. Ewing, short drop, passes to the far side, caught, and he gets away from the tackler and is out of bounds over on the far side. We'll have the first down for Community.
Got out of the first tackle, and then Gio took him out of bounds out there.
That's Cash Elston that made the catch. Up to the 47-yard line he goes.
The only thing they're able to complete are the little short passes, so we'll see if we gamble any.
Go between the tackles on first down and pick up a nice gain into Sulphur Springs territory. And this, again, is Troy Matthews.
Truth Holmes in the middle of that one again. 2 or 3 a shot.
Alex McCormick there also for Sulphur Springs, number 2 tackler on the team with 55 tackles.
He added another one. He's been active all year. The defense has played well this year.
Gain of 6, second down and 4. Up the middle they go. Short of the first down, maybe a couple of yards here. This is Kendall McCullough on the carry to the Sulphur Springs 45.
I think Giovanni Solis was the first one to hit him there. He's one of those tackles doing a good job.
3rd and 2 for the Braves at the Sulphur Springs 45-yard line. Sulphur Springs leads at 28-7, just over 3 minutes left to go in the first half. Ball on the far hash. They move left to right. Swing under center. Hand off. Kendall McCullough. Between the tackles. He'll be close to a first
short
down.
By 1. Look like Truth Holmes and some others in there again.
Nathan Andrews.
Yep. Solis had 2 or 3. 4th and 1. So we know they'll be going here this time. They'll pack 10 in and see what they can do. So let's see if the Wildcats can put their feet in the ground and take them to the north.
Very tight formation here. It's a quarterback sneak with Ewing, and I don't know if he made it or not.
I don't either. I figure they're going to give it to him because 1 yard. The official on the community side came in. He's going to have the spot, so I figure they're going to give it to him. And I'm not going to say it's a gift. They had a decent charge. Come on,
still
guy.
talking about it.
Make a signal and go.
Dan Wilson is the referee.
Yep.
Wildcats think they held.
If it's short of the yard to gain or the yard line, it's not good. I
guess they're going to measure
it.
Yeah.
If this comes up short, the coaches for the community are not going to be happy. I think he's got it. I think they put it right on the line.
They need to get between the 43 and 44 yard line. Looks like it's at the 43. Here come the chains. And they stretch them. Boy, that's close. He's got it. Maybe
Yep.
the nose of the football there.
That's one of those where I don't know how much experience he's had, but when I'm out there, I tell my crew, I said, if I signal first down, you turn and you get that chain picked up and go. Because the longer you leave them sitting, and we're just salesmen out there. That's all we are.
Yeah.
If I sit there and signal first down, you don't doubt me.
Yep.
Because I'm going to have stuff moving. So 1st and 10 from the 43.
Single setback this time, and we had a false start.
Yep.
Tight end jumped, I think, for community.
Yep.
So this will put them back.
Take it back to the 48. And again, advantage Wildcats if they're going to throw the football, but with 2 minutes left, I think they realize that's the only chance to score because I just don't see them busting through our 7 or 8. And I really don't see them outdoing our backs. We've got the advantage on defense right now as against their offense.
Behind the chains, 1st and 15, community at their own 48-yard line now. Cora Ewing back to throw over the middle, complete. And this is Cash Elston on a slant in from left to right, and he breaks a tackle or two.
Got about 10 out of it.
It's
That's a good job.
Down to the Sulphur Springs 38-yard line.
Yep. I don't think they've gotten into the formation with twin splits and not thrown the ball, so they're pretty well giving it away.
2nd down and 5 now for community at the Sulphur Springs 38. Ball in the far hash as they move left to right. 2 setbacks behind Ewing. Ewing fakes the handoff, rolls to his left, throwing across his body. Did they say incomplete?
Yeah, bounced it in. He was throwing against his shoulder over there, right-hander going left. Yep. So that's going to make it 3rd and 5. This will be a good time for Ibarra to possibly jump one. They're not going to throw it deep with any success. So I think we'll probably start up a little bit, not giving them quite as much cushion.
Wyatt Bland, the center out over the football. Ewing under center. Drops back now, sets up a screen over on the far side. It is complete. The ball comes out. Loose ball over on the far side. Make first down, but what about the fumble?
Yep, I hadn't seen the signal. I got a feeling they got with it. They did, so that's going to be a first down at about 23.
I believe that the center there got out on the ball, made the recovery, Wyatt Bland. So first down at the 23 of Sulphur Springs.
They're going right on a scrimmage. The chains are not set yet. Now they're fixing to go. They've got one timeout. One timeout left.
It was Cash Elton on the clutch catch there for the Braves. Now they hand off up the middle, and it's going nowhere.
I think that's probably Truth Holmes and Solis again.
Matthews.
No, that's at number 60, our mystery 60.
We're gonna check on that. They did not know who he is in the public address booth either. We'll check on that with the coaches at halftime. 2nd down and 10 from the 23. Wildcats lead 28-7. Late first half. Ewing tripped up and brought down near the line of scrimmage, I believe.
Yep. that was our mystery man again. Got him by the toe.
He's
That
active,
sure was,
isn't he?
60. Now they reached up there and spiked the ball, only having one timeout, really hindering them. They're trying all they can to get some sort of score right now and then get that kickoff on the second half. So
14 seconds on the clock.
4th and 10, though, spiking it. That might not have been the wisest choice in the world.
Right. 48-7, Sulphur Springs. Now from here, it would be about 40-yard field goal, maybe 41.
Yeah, I know. From what I saw in the warm-ups, they've got no shot at that. This is where I wish we had the ball.
Right. Give Rodriguez a chance.
Wildcats are going to call a timeout right now, and they're going to do anything they can to keep them from scoring again on this at the end of the half.
This has been the best drive for Community by
Correct.
4.
It has.
By far. We'll continue to about this down play coming up here because there's only 14 seconds left. They have moved from their own 21-yard line, and this will be the 15th play of the drive. Sulphur Springs leading 28-7.
Okay. Our magic man, Matt, says number 60 is Trey Parnell.
Okay.
So Trey
Thank you,
Parnell's
Matt.
got 4 or 5 tackles that we owe him.
Thank you, Matt. Not sure how Matt figured that out.
He does it all.
I tell you, he is a treasure, isn't he? 4th down and 10.
14 seconds. They've got time for at least 2 plays. This is where we'll see if Wildcats give them the ball underneath and just try to tackle them in bounds.
As Tony pointed out, only one timeout. Ewing dropping to throw into the end zone, back of the end zone, incomplete.
Yep, Hardy missed one there. He thought he had it, but he might have intentionally let it go because it gives us an advantage to the 22 instead of the 20.
He's smart enough to do that.
Yep, he is that.
Intended for Colton Dukes,
Yep.
the tight end at the back of the end zone. But
7 seconds left. Half. Wildcats come out and more than likely just run it. They take a knee. Who knows?
I imagine they'll run it out.
Got Deuce Hall in the background, in the backfield.
Yeah.
Even a little off tackle go 78 yards though with some of the talent we've got.
So that drive for Community went 57 yards.
It was pretty good when the play with the fumble gained the most, I think.
Yeah, 57 yards.
And a knee.
In 15 plays. Yeah, Deuce Hall takes the knee. That'll do it. Wildcats lead it at halftime 28-7 over the Community Braves. Wildcats football continues after this on KSST. Good. Who? She came in and told you? Oh, great. You get Wildcats football on KSST is brought to you by, if I can find my card here, here it is. Found it. Great. Alliance Bank, Northeast Texas Farmers Co-op, Farm Country, Hardware, City National Bank, Wesley House Assisted Living, J. Saputo Foods, Francis Hospital, Copy Product and BT Medical. The pregame presented by Super Handy. Now presented by Galleon Insurance, Hall Oil, and Super Handy. The community band about to take the field here. We'll be discussing the first half here and whatever else comes up there as Wildcat band takes the field along with the Blue Blaze presenting their performance to you this 28-7. Sulphur Springs leading at halftime, but scored the first play from scrimmage, and for whatever reason, snap by the Wildcat 20-yard line. Derek Merriman, a defender for community, ran it for a 20 touchdown with only 27. He led it 7-0 with the by Wildcat it up on a 55-yard pass. Caden Mitchell to Skylar Lewis. Rodriguez the kick, and it was 7-7 with 4:30 left to go in the first quarter. While the Bulls to punt, start at their own 25-yard line, and they scored just 3 plays as Caden Mitchell connected with Chris Adams on a 50 touchdown pass to the flat. Did a good job of getting past one defender, a chance to stop, and had clear sailing to the goal line. The extra point by Eric Rodriguez made it 14-7 with 1:23 left to go in the first quarter. Wildcats then throw 59 yards in 7 plays. They had a 19-yard pass to Chris Adams at the goal line, a 23-yard run by Deuce Hall on the drive, touchdown run by Jackson Hare from 3 yards out. Rodriguez with the point, 21-7, Sulphur Springs with 8:53 to go in the second quarter. And then the Wildcats got the ball at the community 29-yard line after a 16-yard punt return by Gio Ibarra. And they score in just 4 plays as Deuce Hall got the touchdown on a 2-yard run. The kick by Rodriguez good with 6:25 in the second quarter, and Sulphur Springs led 28-7. And then the Braves used up most of the rest of the second quarter on that long 57-yard drive in 15 plays, but gave it back up on downs with just a few seconds left in the half. That's where we stand at halftime, 28-7. Sulphur Springs leading over community from Gerald Prim Stadium. Tony, what are your thoughts on the first half?
Pretty much what I was expecting. I was expecting that we were going to overmatch them talent-wise, and with as basic as community is, if you're going to put 10 blocks, you have 10 hawks that can just move the scrum, and at times they get 4 or 5, but we've had lots of tackles right at the line and even backfield around them. Other than the one where was the first of the ball game where they snapped the ball and Mitchell wasn't for it when they got their points, it's just total domination. So sometimes you have this match, and poor community is more than their share of this on the bottom side of it.
So do you have some scores?
I got
some other
scores.
Okay.
Area scores. Como is behind Quinlan to 6 at halftime. These are basically all halftime. Commerce over Eustis 17-0. Cummings over Sims Bowie 32-24. Winsboro is annihilating Mount Vernon 48-0. You called that one. Pleasant Grove 14 to Gilmore 3. That's a state ranked inside district, and so that's a big ball game in the state. And Grove has one of its players is one of my son's classmates, Emily Dickin. So keep up with that. She might be here for Union. Alba is trailing Cooper 12-9. That's a pretty good ball game too. Van over Pittsburgh 28-0, and then in district, Bothrop are 31-0.
Wow.
Aubrey is leading Lake Dallas. It's a line over Parish, 31-0 each way. So the district does not have a close game today.
I am shocked. Aubrey is leading Lake Dallas 31-0 at halftime.
Me too.
That is shocking.
But all we've got is other scores. We never see Lake Dallas, so that's the problem sometimes when you get in these districts where you don't get a chance to go see anybody. and you trust that the scores are honest, and so they may not be.
Lake Dallas is the Wildcats' opponent next week.
Yep.
And of course, Sulphur Springs beat Aubrey in the first district game. It was 35 to 35 to 14.
I think.
Yeah, 35 to 14. So you don't want to get too caught up in comparative scores, but that would tend to suggest that the Wildcats would match up pretty well against Lake Dallas next week.
And in all honesty, I think Wildcats are poised to. Of course, we got Panther Creek evidently is off this week. That's the odd man out. But the way it's stacking up, if we play our cards right, the last game of the season here at home against Panther Creek is going to come down to for number 2 and 3.
Yep. I think that, you got to take care of business. Finish this thing off here tonight, of course. But next week, then, Sulphur Springs, I'm sure, would be favored to beat Lake Dallas if this score holds up with Aubrey leading Lake Dallas 31-0 at halftime. I think the Wildcats would be favored to beat Lake Dallas next week. And going into the season, Lake Dallas was considered really one of the very top
the Dallas
teams.
Morning News had Salina, Panther Creek, Aubrey, and Lake Dallas as 4 of the top 5 teams in 4A, but they're just looking in the Dallas area. But you look at all 4 of those being in our district, it kind of didn't strike fear with me, but it let me know the district is going to be tough. And the thing we've got to remember, too, is we're a pretty good football team, but we're not good enough to just go over there and say, y'all come at us, you can't handle it. They can today. They can't the rest of the year.
Right.
So
You're right.
We've got teams, we've got to play football, but, this is a game almost like a real, I hate to call it practice, but we've got a half here where we can get some other people some playing time possibly, or try a couple of things, maybe that field goal here or there. But then at the end of this ball game and celebrate for one night or whatever, and then get ready because you got 3 or 2 ball games left that mean something.
Salina is still ranked number 1 in the state in A Division 1, and in Salina leads 3-0 with a 3-0 record, and don't see any way that they're going to lose a district game now. Panther Creek is 1, and Salina has already defeated Panther Creek this year. I believe it was 42-7.
Yep, something like that.
Sulphur Springs is 2-1, and currently in 3rd place. Aubrey is 2-2, but looks like they will be 3-2 after tonight.
Yep.
Lake Dallas is 1-2, and will probably be 1-3. Harris likely will be 1-4. Community likely will be 0-4 at the end of the night tonight. So, that is it's a big game next week at Lake Dallas, and then presuming, let us not say presuming, but if Sulphur Springs wins next week at Lake Dallas, and certainly should not presume that. But if they do, then that no doubt will set up a huge game, the final regular season game here against Panther Creek.
This is a new opponent in Lake Dallas. It is a long trip, but we hope the fans take the opportunity to go see some new teams, new area, new restaurants. That's always going to help you.
That's a great point.
The Cats Sulphur Springs is outstanding following their sports teams, especially if they're on the winning side of it too. So it'll be very important to go support the Wildcats. We'll have 100 kids of the band and the drill team and so forth. So let's go over there and support them.
Done a little research into that, and going to Lake Dallas, probably the best way to go is to take I-30 into Garland, get on the George Bush Turnpike, and you can ride that all the way to Lake Dallas.
Okay. I figure, are we not going to have to get up on 35 at the end?
That may be.
I got a feeling that to get all the way to Lake Dallas, you're going to end up going George Bush to 35 and go north. It's probably 2 to 4 miles up that way.
Not very far.
Not very far. We're just around the tip of Lake Louisville.
Right. So in other Sulphur Springs sports, I wanted to mention this. The Wildcats golf team, Tony, hosted the fall invitation this week at the Sulphur Springs. The varsity shooting a 3-0 and winning the tournament, along with the team Vic Burney, shot a round of 7 even par, and was the champion. Gideon also placed in the top 5, a score of 73, won over to finish in a tie for third. White shot a 79, Noah Newsom 81, and Tatum Tran an 82. At the Wildcats tournament and Wildcats golf team also won their home week with a team total score of 313. Listen to this. Allison Thomas led the way with a 2 under par 70.
They blew everybody out of the water at that tournament. I mean, we've got some. When it's fun in the fall, but when the spring, we got some people to watch. These both boys and the girls they're ready to be record. I think some have gone to state the last 2 years. I know the boys have, but I kind of think the girls have. Yeah. But they evidently they are leading right now too.
McKenna Meskinen shot an 81, Kenzie Posey 92, Eva Birdsong 80, and Ramsey Reagan 80. So, wow, but Allison Thomas, 2 under par 70.
All of those scores for the girls there, people don't realize a lot of times the girls shoot 400, something like that. They've got it where the 85 is the best that there is on that team. And to have all of these 70s like that, and you can throw out some of those high scores that you get to 314 or 315 without some good scores. So those to the girls and the boys working hard, hang in there, get ready.
And the Sulphur Springs varsity cross country runners in the regional meet. Edith Martinez placed 4th, Abby Williams placed 14th, Jaden Connor placed 17th. All earning a spot at the meet on November 1st in Round Rock. But Edith Martinez with a 4th finish in the regional cross country meet this week.
Wildcats are everywhere.
And volleyball under head coach Bailey Donner, they are now 24-14, 5-4 in district. They beat Pleasant Grove 2 this week, 3-2. Paris 3-2. That game was last night. Came out Friday to Thursday evening. Home against Bonham, their final home game, 6 p.m. Tuesday. I believe that, in fact, I'm sure, that's the last district game. But then I guess they already scheduled a practice game, if you will, Commerce next Friday evening at 4:30 at Commerce. But Sulphur Springs currently in 3rd place in the district in volleyball and would appear to have 3rd place pretty well locked up. And so they'll be going into the playoffs here within a week or 10 days or whatever it is.
The Bonham and some of that in Pleasant Grove, my feeble mind might not make the turn from football to basketball with the different districts. It's totally different for the rest of the year.
That's right.
And, we've got some travel woes from football, and we got a better district and one that we will be very, very competitive in for the remainder of the year for a regular district.
That's right. All right, we're going to take one more break, and then we will have the Wildcat Band and Blue Blazes performance for you. 38-7 at halftime, Sulphur Springs leading. This is Wildcats football on KSS.
Ladies and gentlemen, no need to let your watch.
Oh, good.
Here at Gerald Brown Stadium, halftime is a show.
Can you do two spots here? Well, just 2 is better.
Bring out those Wildcats who put the show in show. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Sulphur Springs High School proudly presents the award-winning Blue Blazers.
I'm at Gerald Prim Stadium. The Wildcats leading the Community Braves 28-7. Sulphur Springs High School Band and Blue Blazes on the field. And halftime is presented by Galleon Insurance, Hall Oil, and Super Handy.
officers for the 24-25 line are Lieutenant Kara and Senior Jaden Allison Smith. Your Lenny Martin and Sedona. Send a special shout out to their Blazers of the Week and to their Spirit Girls of the Week. None other than let's also hear it for the teacher, Brent Hayes. The Blazers would love a special shout out and thank you to their sponsors, Corner Clubhouse, GW Holiday, A&D Boozer in Motion, Miguel and Lindy Palacios, Larry and Sherry Finney, the Banks, the Sign, Evans, the Shirt Lady, City National, Wyatt's Towing. The Blazes are under the direction of alumni member Mrs. Meredith Dyer. Blazers former operating routine to where you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, here they come for back-to-back UIL state finalists. Man and band. The band is being led onto the field by drum majors Lambert, Cannon, Gibson, Rafael Flores, Anthony. Band welcome special guests on the sideline. Let's hear it for our Wildcat Band Haters. Look forward to you joining us next year. Now sit back and enjoy tonight's performance of Beyond the Nights. gentlemen, the Sulphur Springs High School Wildcat Band. And our Spencer Emmert, Allison Martinez, Zachary Cody Brown, Brittany Robinette, Steve Proctor, and Connor Dawes. Join the band next Saturday, November 2nd, UIL Area Contest in Lindell. The band would also like to wish our friends in the community good luck area and go Wildcats.
That's George, your official announcer for the Sulphur Springs High School Band, and up the band at Gerald Prim Stadium tonight. The Wildcats 27 over break. Time is brought to you by Insurance, All Oil, and Super Handy. Break will the second half. This is Wildcats football. ASS. Yeah, he's one of my former students. Good boy. I think he's kind of dialed that back a bit, but I think he still does a little bit of it. Boy, it's hard to see. Does the crowd sound okay? How much time, James? Okay. And we're just about to have the Hodge Chevrolet kickoff to second half with the Wildcats leading 28-7. Eric Rodriguez has it teed up at the 40-yard line and advances on the ball, and again he kicks it deep, and again it's Cade Connor to the right side who returns it. He is stormed by Wildcat tacklers at about the 18-yard line. One in particular got there first.
Alex King, I believe. He just bear hugged him, took him to the ground. We've had some really good tackling going on tonight by the Wildcats, which has not been necessarily our best strong suit in the years. So the 18-yard line is the line of scrimmage for Community, trailing 28-7. Their colors are so blue and gold, but tonight they're in gray pants, white jerseys, royal blue numeral, white headgear with the blue and gold. Wildcat jersey, royal blue pants, and white headgear tonight. So first down, this is Ken McCullough on a jet sweep coming from the wing position, left to right, takes the corner, turns upfield, crosses the 20 up to the 23-yard line for a gain of yards. Laren Vaughn was one of the attackers there. They really had guys split and put jet sweep in motion, so they'd be pulling the stops. They got 4 split again, 3 and 1. Second down and 6. Ewing in this time. The pocket, looking downfield, scrambling off to the left and throws it out of bounds. He threw it out of bounds, and I think Laren, yep, it was. Laren put a good hit on him, very quickly. So I'm afraid Community tried this whole time. It's not going to work out very well for them. We'll see.
3rd and 6 coming up for the moving to the south end zone at Gerald Prim Stadium to right here in the 3rd quarter. Ball on near hash.
What you're seeing out of the defense tonight, everybody's toes. Oh, they've got their hand and they're ready to play each play.
Ewing in the shotgun. Get rid of it quickly. Passing to the side and for Eric Merriman. His
Make a punting situation. Here they come. They can't afford anything this in the territory.
4th and 6.
So we've got Paul and Gio back. An outstanding job catching the football and some good turns. Let's see if we can continue that trend. If we do, we should get the ball in community side of the field.
Joey Barra had a 16-yard return late in the first half, led to the Wildcats' 4th. Corin Ewing, the quarterback, also punts, waiting on the snap. Snap. It's the kick away, coming to the near side, 40 line, not a very good kick, and it will be down at the Unity 46. So no chance for return by the Wildcats there, but
caught that one. We got kind of fortunate. Alex King was covering, and that oblong ball took one of those hops and nearly got him.
Yep.
It's going to be the Wildcats' ball, 36-yard line going in with 10:56 left. So that first series just left a minute for the Braves.
24-yard punt there. Sulphur Springs in great field position, the community 46. 10 moving to the north end zone. 2 wide to the far side, 1 to the near side. Wildcats in the spread. Snap to Caden Mitchell. You hear the whistle.
Start by one lineman. This is interesting to see if the Wildcats can keep their focus down this big lead, and if it continues, whether or not Coach Farrell subs some and tries to stay healthy for the remainder of the season.
Mm-hmm. This pushes them back into Wildcat territory just barely at the 49-yard line. Behind the chain, 1st and 15. Caden Mitchell, the senior quarterback in the shotgun, takes the snap, gets rid of it quickly, and that to Scott Lewis. Lewis attack and maneuvers down to about the 42-yard line in Unity territory.
About 8 yards. He slipped 2 tackles, and it took about 4 of them to get him. They're just throwing it to him on a little button hook and go north, man.
8 yards gain to Sky Lewis.
2nd down, 6.
And you hear our address announcer Kevin Woolley tell 2nd down and 6. 28-7, Springs leading. First possession. Side to the far side, to the near side. Swing it out now to Harris, the H-back. Harris in the flat over on the far side has a nice gain. He is down to about the 31-yard line for a Sulphur Springs first down.
Hooten Harder first down. Lost his hat at the end of that play, so he'll have to come out for a play. That was extremely close to getting yard. Got out there, and we had some. It was Chris Hall or Chris Adams out there blocking, and he nearly peeled it off. Hoot caught with him. Still a nice game.
20 yards on the game. They gave him the first down Wildcats at the Braves' 30-yard line. And Mitchell under pressure. There's first down. Mitchell throwing.
Got a catch. Free play. Community brought everybody, but great by. Now he's saying he didn't catch it.
At Watson.
Was
that
Jack Hare?
Yeah, okay, Jack.
But we had offsides with contact, so I think he may have caught it, but the contact was there. They have to bring that back. That's not one that you can decline. If the defense makes contact, you shut it down immediately. If they're in the neutral zone, you go ahead and run play. So 5-yard penalty, 1st and 5 at the 25.
Wildcats lead 28-7. First possession of the second half. Caden Mitchell in the shotgun on the far half. They move right to left. Mitchell now maybe changing the play. Still 11 seconds on the play clock. Ball a step 2 hit right. Mitchell back pedal, throwing over, caught inside the 5, and that's Wyatt again with the catch.
Did you know? I think
Sure.
There you go. You're on there. Newton Hardware first down. Very efficient. Mitchell let him take time to break free. Really nice pass.
First at the 124 yards of the game. This is Deuce Hall.
Flag, so we got to see which way they go either way.
Looks like he's got the touchdown
I think
for the
he's
Wild.
It's whether or not it'll stand. Illegal procedure. That's what I thought they were going to cut
Okay.
us. So we're going to go back 5 and should be at the 6-yard line, first and goal. We kind of got up there again, running a quick play. We had that 2 or 3 times. I don't know if that's something they're incorporating in case they need to use it. That one didn't work out.
Something I'm not sure if I am right in this. We're seeing Deuce Hall in the backfield at running back more and here in the slot tonight than we have.
I believe you're right. Jackson's done a lot out there. And again, this is put people on so the other teams have to work.
Now this player is in the backfield. They give it to Hare on a delayed give, and he is
Down to the
making his
3.
way inside the 5, the 3 for 3 from the 6 after the penalty.
Second down, clock's rolling at 8:40.
Right behind to Mitchell, give it and Hare. Expertly his blockers, his way across the goal line for the Wildcat touchdown.
Newton Hardware first down for Jason Hare.
And Northeast Texas Farmers Co-op says go Wildcats. 34-7 Sulphur Springs. With the extra point here to Eric Rodriguez. Nathan Andrews the snap. Mason Cooper the hold. And
Okay, we'll back it up. That'll add a little spice to this extra point.
did you see the start?
That was what it was. Somebody interior.
I
I
know.
didn't see it.
What that did you?
I did not.
It's so often I don't see what they're calling.
Some could have been if that's a fall and you can't see it. But they both sides shut it down.
25 out the extra point here by Eric Rodriguez. He's got plenty of leg.
Yeah, plenty and right through the guts. That's again we've got a really nice trio right there that does Wildcats good. Gonna really do us good the further we go in the postseason.
35-7 Sulphur Springs. This is Wildcats football SST. Okay, what's the inning? That's Would you consider if they start at the 6 and they're penalized back to their own 49, but consider that a 46-yard drive? Yeah, I thought. – 46-yard drive in 5 plays for Sulphur Springs. 12-yard pass to Quinn Harris and a 24-yard pass by to Wyatt Watson, setting up the 3-yard touchdown run by Jackson Hare. 35-7 Sulphur Springs. Here's the kick to the 5-yard line. Bobbled, picked up, and turn out across the 15-yard line for Community.
I think that was number 24. Alec McCormick was one of them that met him. And again, outstanding coverage from the Wildcats. The kicker in a little bit of air underneath it. He's kicking it deep, and these boys are sprinting down the field, and they have really shortened or lengthened the field for Community all night long.
By Eric McClinton on the turn for Community. We have not seen Eric Rodgers one time the sideline,
No.
that diagonal short
Nope.
kick that they've done so often this year.
Yep.
They're trying something new tonight.
And again, putting it on film.
The spread, Ewing over the middle, throw it, and a great job breaking it up for Sulphur Springs. That's Grayson.
And Hardy, he just timed that when he knew he couldn't get the ball, but he went up there and broke it up. He had no problems with that one. You could see it coming. That's probably the best throw that the quarterback has made tonight. He had a good chance to complete it, but Grayson wasn't having any of it.
Cash Elton, the intended receiver there, had it on his hands, but Hardy took it up at the 40-yard.
And Hardy back there as a center fielder by himself, but he does an outstanding job.
Yep, he is the free safety. They give it to Troy Matthews again. He gets 2 or 3 yards, and then he is met by 3 or 4 Wildcat tacklers.
Nathan Andrews gets a little tag on that one. He was down at the bottom. Again, they're not going to do anything inside tackles.
Gain of 2 and 8, 18-yard line.
So they're going to, well, let's see. They went in the middle now. I thought they were 20 on each side.
Troy Matthews came into this averaging 8.3 yards per.
Yeah, he played our front.
That's right.
Today. There's good.
Ewing faking the handoff, then rolling out and throwing across his body, and it is complete downfield for a first across the 30-yard line. Carson Miller made the catch at the 31-yard line.
I can see the referee is using every chance he gets to clock as quick as he can. I've got a feeling we'll have a running clock this half. Well,
Wildcat 35-7, first down Braves at the 30-yard line. And this is McCullough going in the middle, trying to bounce it outside, but the Wildcats keeping it contained. Looks
Vonnie Solis was one. I think he had some help by maybe Dylan Horton.
Yep.
But they kept him to a 2-yard gain there. 6:45 rolling on the clock.
And 8. Again, they are going spread here. And Ewing, they got a jet sweep there attempting, and the back did a good job getting away from the tackle in the backfield.
Flag, so I don't know if we're going to get a hold that's in the area where it'd be offensive hold.
He's up, getting up to about the 34-yard, 33-yard line.
Basically just back to the line of scrimmage. We're going to go back 10. We got a holding on number 6. Hard hold you block right there without actually holding. And it took a long time to develop. So once again, the change looked like about 18, second and 18.
Miller Carey did a good job of avoiding a tackle loss. And as Tony said, yes, probably just to the line, but was fortunate to do that.
Yep.
From the spread, 2 left, 2 right, single setback. Ewing over has his at the 35-yard base and crosses the 50 to the Sulphur Springs 45-yard line for a big gain.
Yep, best throw. We know they can throw the post, so that's where they're going. I think Hardy was one that took him down.
Yeah, Grayson Hardy on the tackle.
That's how he gets up there. Where is he? He's over 100. He was.
He will that by now. He has over 100 tackles.
So.
98 coming. That was Cash Elton on the catch there to the 45-yard line. First back to throw. Passing over the middle and broken up at the 40-yard line. A short pass there.
Hardy was right on him, and I don't know. I guess that's something cool now because when he makes a tackle, he holds up part of his jersey and shows his abs. So I'm too old for that stuff. But if that's what they want to do, and if he keeps making plays, we'll keep looking at his abs.
Previous game was 32 yards. Cash Elston.
By far their best play of the night.
Now this is second down and 10 from the Sulphur Springs 45-yard line. This time on the ground, they run to the short side of the field with Kendall McCullough, and he goes out of bounds after a short pickup at the 42-yard line, so that's a gain of 3 yards.
James Johnson's one that escorted him out of bounds, but Wildcat defense is having fun tonight, and so got a spring in their step and pursuing. This is one of the few times where you just to have fun, and that's what they're doing.
This is third down and 8 for the Braves. Ewing passing, far side in the flat, caught by Elston. Did a great job of getting away from the first tackler, and looks like he's got the first down as he goes out of bounds near the 30-yard line.
We got a flag after the so I think number 10, Creed was there to make the tackle. We'll have to see the dead ball foul, and then we got a wild player injured, so we've got to shut out here.
It's a 12 game. But, there's you're down, Wildcat 45-yard line.
The ball's on the 30 right now. We're going to have a penalty going one way or the other. It looks like it's going to be against us. Personal foul, Sulphur Springs. So distance, first and goal to 15.
Wildcats leading 30-7. We have a timeout on the field. This is Wildcats football on KST. Well, there's a man that
Ray Parnell.
Well, mercy. That's not good if he's. Trey Parnell, the Wildcat that we had a hard time identifying in the first half, and made some nice plays on defense for the Wildcat, being assisted from the field on his own power, but again with assistance.
So didn't this drive start on community
6-yard line?
So quite a drive going here.
This is the 10th play of the drive. Up the middle. Not much there this time for him towards his shoulder, but only gets perhaps to the 14. No, did not get that.
The line of scrimmage, that looked like McCormick came in there and he put his shoulder in there.
Yeah, this
so
drive.
It's time to buckle up now.
This is now the 10th play of the drive.
Yeah.
They have moved from their own 16-yard line.
The defense has a shutout for tonight. They didn't give up that score.
Ewing back, throwing, and incomplete.
Pass intended for Miller, incomplete.
Hardy was on his tail, but
Third down 10.
no chance for a reception there. 3rd and 10.
They reached the Sulphur Springs 23-yard line late in the first half and gave the ball up on downs.
Yep.
Now this is 3rd down and 10 at the Wildcat 15-yard line. Sulphur Springs leading 35-7. Corin Ewing, the quarterback, in the shotgun. Takes the snap, back pedals, throws to the near side, and it is up near the line of scrimmage.
Number 8.
Intended for Colton Dukes.
Creed Whistle was right there with him and broke it up, so it's going to be 4th and 10. So now this is a little gut check for the Wild. I started to say Cowboys, but I don't want to bring that up. So now gut check for the Wildcats to keep their shutout going for the night.
Wildcat defense has been good at bend but don't break and stopping drives on downs deep in their own territory. Now Ewing throwing. Incomplete at the 5-yard line. Broken up.
Hardy broke that one.
I believe that was Elston again, who had 2 big catches on this drive, but this time could not hold on. And Grayson Hardy, the man on the spot again for the Wildcats.
The post is their only confident throw right now. Hardy's getting his now, so I look for him to pick one off for the Knights. 4:54 left, 3rd quarter. Wildcats stop it. Now they're going to start from the 15 and see what they can do.
35-7, Sulphur Springs. 4:54 left to go in the 3rd period. This is only the 2nd possession, I should say, for the Wildcats here in the 2nd half. Caden Mitchell, the quarterback, in the shotgun. Hands off to Deuce Hall, and Hall met in the backfield and still trying to get free here, but he's going to be dropped for a loss of 3 yards.
Yep. They just broke through on that one. He couldn't get started, and he got loose from that first defender, but he had a couple of guys that were able to get there with him. But it looked like a loss of 2, maybe 3.
DeRoy Steedham finally brings Deuce Hall down. We'll say that's a loss of 3 to the 12 line, so second down and 13.
I'm going to go out on the limb and say we're fixing to put a little air under a throw from here. We like to throw big with a long field ahead of us.
Jeff Stevenson out over the football at center. Now the snap to Caden Mitchell. Passing to Wyatt Watson. Watson in the clear at the 40, at the 50, on the loose. 40 of Community, 30, 20, 10. Wyatt Watson, touchdown.
Wasn't as much air, but Wildcats like to throw the ball when they're deep in their territory.
Did Tony Flippin call it or what?
1 out of 50. But we try to do that when we've got a big field ahead of us. So great job. Mitchell was throwing against his body, but he set his feet, made a perfect throw, and then when Watson caught it, he spun and went against the grain, and it was a track meet, and he won that one. So great job, Wildcats. Hooten Hardware first down.
And Northeast Texas Farmers Co-op says, way to go, Wildcat. 88-yard touchdown pass from Caden Mitchell to Wyatt Watson. And Caden Mitchell having a big night tonight.
Yep.
The Wildcat quarterback spreading the ball around. Here's the kick by Eric Rodriguez. Once again, it is perfect. 42 to 7 it is. Sulphur Springs over the Community Braves. And this is Wildcats football on KSST.
That's one where, as a referee, you're trailing, or I'd be about the 40-yard line. Everybody'd say, where were you? And I'd just tell them I'm cleaning up behind.
He did a great run after the catch.
He did. He just happened to be against the grain, and then he had his momentum, and the other guy had no chance.
Third touchdown pass of the night for Caden Mitchell, senior quarterback for the Wildcats, and now has 16 touchdown passes this season. For Wyatt Watson, that's his third touchdown reception of 24 season. And the Wildcats lead at 42-7. Here is the kickoff with Eric Rodriguez. Put his foot into the ball. And it goes all the way to the goal line this time. Will be returned for Community, but again, the Wildcats there to meet him.
10-yard line.
And they stop at the maybe 9.
They're going to give him another there. Again, outstanding sprint by the kickoff team. They're just everybody on that's wearing that blue jersey is having fun tonight.
That's Carson Miller on the return base.
Puts about an extra half a yard if you speed on you if you're having fun.
Again, the Wildcats wearing black jerseys at home tonight with the royal blue pants, white headgear, and the interlocking SS go.
I like this look. Some of the stuff I don't really go for because I'm a traditionalist.
Me too.
Kind of like that.
They wore those black jerseys earlier. I think they wore blue pants. I think maybe it was all black.
You're right. It may have been either all black or they may have had their white. Have to go back and look. So once again, a long field, 89-yard field for the Community, and they're probably going to hang in there and try to start running that clock.
Yeah, they're back to the wing tee now, and the handoff goes to Kendall McCullough over the right side. McCullough running tough up to the 13-yard line, a gain of 3 yards, make it 2 yards.
3:25 and rolling. This will be if they can make a first down or two this is the third quarter, and I really think it's down to that where they're not going to do as much passing. This is one of those where you get the clock going, get on the bus, and try next week.
Ball on the near hash as they move left to right, 2 backs behind Ewing. Ewing taking a handoff, bootlegging out to the left and passing downfield the flat over on the far side, and it is complete. Incomplete.
Ibarra hold of him right there and pulled it away.
Cash Elston, their top receiver.
The defensive backs are saying bring it on because they're all there on them. These are Community's just not a passing team. So right now we've got a big advantage on our defense against their offense.
3rd down and 8 for the Braves. And they're on 13-yard line. Wing back left, single setback. Wing, play action, rolling out to the near side, passing.
Incomplete.
And incomplete, intended for Kendall McCullough coming out of the backfield, or maybe he had lined up at a wing.
Yeah, Hardy ended up breaking that one up. It looks like all of our safeties and corners are timing it and getting there right at the perfect time to break them up. So punting situation, and once I think we got Ibarra and Hall back here.
So the Wildcats doing exactly what they should be doing against 1-6 team tonight, Tony. They are taking care of business.
And we're not being stars about it. We're just being solid. And that's what we should do and take advantage of it.
Corbin Ewing, the quarterback, back to punt once again, standing about the goal line. Gets a nice kick this time, but a fair catch called for at the 39-yard line in community territory. Gio Ibarra. I know Tony is very pleased with the
dude. We haven't seen but one ball bounce all night, and we couldn't get to it.
Gio Ibarra called a fair catch there.
Yep.
So that was a high punt, but not particularly long. It goes the 9-yard, only a punt of 21 yards as it turns. Wrong. 26 yards.
Okay.
But high, and so therefore the fair catch. First down, Wildcats leading 40-7 from the community 42-yard line. Here is a pass down the near side and a leaping catch by Skylar Lewis at the 1-yard line.
That's just tear it out. Skylar's going to go do it. He did his Michael Irvin impression of just going high-hatting it up there.
38 yards. They were at the 39-yard line. 38 yards to the 1-yard line. Beautifully thrown ball, really, by Caden Mitchell.
He made a good catch. The ball was right where it was. Houghton Hardware 1st and goal at the 1. Looks like we got a different back end by Mitchell right now. 19.
Yes, we do. And
Landon Swearing.
Right. He has been
in for the score.
Busy and active and contributor in practice day after day, and he gets his chance to get in the ball game and actually score a touchdown. Yep. Landon Swearingen, the junior.
This is where I hope we put some reserves in that practice hard and help make this varsity squad a good team and give them a reward, because you don't often get the opportunity. With a quarter left, I hope that's what happens.
Eric Rodriguez ready with the extra point here. Again, Mason Cooper will hold. Kick up, and the kick is down the middle.
And here comes
49
the flag at the end of the play.
49-7 Wildcats lead.
Tempers are fixing to get a little short, and everybody needs to hold their tongue. This is probably going to be assessed on the kickoff.
That point will stand.
Yep.
49-7 brings leading 150 to go third quarter. This is Wildcats football ASST.
It's either going to be 15 up or 15 back. Now, who'd you say? Offsetting, who knows?
If it was on, they have to kick it.
This was dead ball.
Oh, right.
Community, so we'll get the kick from the 45. Yep. Dead ball, personal foul. But then we got unsportsmanlike. So we're going to
Wildcats now lead at 49-7. Tony, you want to explain what is about to happen?
We had a personal foul against Community. Then we had a unsportsmanlike against the Wildcats. I couldn't hear the tail end of it. We may have had two unsportsmanlike. He's saying we're going to kick off from the yard line. And I'm going to just watch him because normally we're at the 40-yard line.
Well, what about the personal foul against Community, though?
Well, one was a live ball, one was a dead ball. And you're going to enforce both. So so that's what they did. It was after the play, they 15 each way, and it's a normal kickoff. So when you do a live ball, dead ball, you assess both, but they were 15 each way, so they kept it at point blank.
So the effect would be the same.
That's exactly right.
Okay. So here's the J. Hodge Chevrolet kickoff by Eric Rodriguez. Again, he kicks it deep to the 5-yard line. And here's the return. And again, the Wildcats just going down there like they're shot out of a gun on the kickoff coverage.
That was Zay Godbow just came down. He didn't worry about wrapping him up. He just popped him and he went down. I mean, I don't know what's going on with the core receiving team for but it doesn't look like they're hardly blocking anybody. So once again, 17-yard line. I don't know that they've started past the 20 when it was a kickoff. I'm not sure they have.
Not this half, anyway.
So we got split receivers each way, so that means they're still going to try and pass some.
Their best starting position has been the 25-yard line.
Okay.
But that's only been on 2 occasions.
Play up the fullback, first through there, gain of 6.
And
24.
This is Connor, who major producer for them, gets up to the 22-yard line for a gain of 5. Cade Connor, 202 yards rushing on season, 4.3 yards per carry.
Okay.
Second down and 5. Ball at the 20, open field to the left side with the ball on the near hash mark. Again, they pitch it out to Connor, trying to go wide to the left side. Wildcats do a great job of stringing out the play. He finally does make the corner and only able to get a yard before he goes out of bounds.
Preston Nottingham was the first one to get to him. I think they're going to give him up to where it's a 3rd and 1.
Yep.
So they gave him about 4 yards out of there. Good pursuit for the Wildcats, but Community was able to get a little bit of shielding and give him some yards there in a tough run.
3rd and 1 from the Braves' 26-yard line. Ball on the far hash mark. They move left to right. Handoff up the middle.
He got it.
And over left tackle. Looks like it'll be good for the first down. And again, that's Cade Connor. 3 straight carries for him.
Giovanni Solis was in on tackle there, but that was just a head down, try to get the first down. But we're down. That's in the 3rd quarter. We're at 2 seconds and running. So we're going to start the 4th quarter with a 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line going north.
Sulphur Springs leading 49-7. This is Wildcats football on KSST. Good. Any scores you can pick up, just drop them in.
Como Law 20 to 27. Commerce 38-8.
Going to the 4th quarter, the Wildcats way out in front here over the Community Braves, 49-7. Community with the ball, first down and 10 at the 33-yard line. They will now be moving to the north end zone at Gerald Prim Stadium. I thought I heard a whistle. I believe I did. Some sort of discussion on the field involving our referee, Dan Wilson, and the head linesman. Not sure what that's about. Tony's checking on some scores right now. He'll have a few for us before too much longer. I think this has to do with the chains, Tony, somehow.
I wouldn't be shocked. We've had a couple.
Well,
of
the line of scrimmage is the 28. I think they had, I think they misplaced the chains with the start of the new quarter.
Could be, what did I say, the 28?
28.
And it's first down, so they really didn't have to move them, so just set up on the ball.
Did have to move to the other end of the field. Kendall McCullough tried to go wide to the right side, and the Wildcats all back there in his face. Giovanni Solis, again, whose name we've said a lot tonight, I think made the first contact. Big defensive tackle.
McCormick came up and delivered the big blow, and he was a little bit slow getting up, but he's back there now.
Loss is back to the 25-yard line. Wildcats have a lot of tackles for loss.
Yes.
In this game.
Like I say, everybody's just got a little extra charge tonight. They're having fun. When you get to do this, they're just having fun.
Braves behind the chain. It'll be 2nd down and 14. From the 24-yard line. Clock rolling with just over 11 minutes to go in the ball game. Corin Ewing under center. Short drop. Into the flat and off the fingertips of intended receiver Cash Elston. He was hit by Great Party.
Gio and Wisenhunt had him, and if Wisenhunt had turned his head, he had a pick six.
So that was Gio
made the contact, but Wisenhunt cut across a little bit, but he wasn't watching the ball. If the guys will watch it right now, they're primed to pick out and go a pick six because they're only putting two out there, and this is where if you watch quarterback's eyes, you ought to have a shot.
3rd and 4 from the Braves 4-yard line. Ewing backpedaling, throwing deep, and overthrows his man, but he was well covered.
Yeah, boy was right with him, and that one really didn't have a chance.
Derek Merriman, the intended receiver. Merriman is the fellow that picked up that bobble from the first play of the game and scored for Community there.
4th down, here comes the punting team, so let's put those punt catchers back in the back here again.
That fumble return, the only touchdown so far tonight for the Community Braves. They have not scored against the Wildcat defense.
The defense is pitching a shutout, and that's what's left to go in this game. Clock is running, even though there was an incomplete pass. I figured that's what's fixing to happen.
4th and 14. And Ewing the punt. And he punts it out of bounds. Hard to tell where that went out at apparently the Community 48-yard line.
Started in Community territory probably more than we've started in our territory tonight. I would think that would be an interesting stat.
We get a timeout. I will try to figure it out for you, Tony. But
okay. Few scores I'll sneak in. Como lost to Quinlan 27-20. Commerce beat Eustis 38-8, and Cumbie lost to Sims Bowie 38-32. We'll get more when we hit between plays.
Wildcats starting at the 44-yard line, leading 49-7. Here's a big gain up the middle on 1st down. I think that's Jackson Hare for the Wildcats.
We got Mason Cooper at quarterback, so that's what I think we'll put some subs.
Yeah, it was not Jackson Hare. I believe that was that may have been Swearingen again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, this is what I wanted to see. We've got second teamers in. Give them a little glory. We've got a flag. Face mask, 15 yards. That's going to be a Hooten Hardware 1st down by a penalty.
Gain holds up.
Yep. Add to the end of the run, so that makes it a big one.
This pushes it all the way with the personal foul penalty. I believe you said face mask?
Face mask.
To the 24-yard line in Community territory. And we do have some substitutes in the ballgame.
We're going to have to learn some new numbers now. I'm just going to say what I think.
Mason
I'm
Cooper
not going to call a name.
Mason Cooper at quarterback. We have seen him once. I believe
Yes.
that was against Mesquite Poteet.
Okay.
Swearingen in the ball game. At a running back, I see Quinn Harris in there at the H-back. They give it to Swearingen again over the left side. Big game. Keeps his feet moving. And he is down inside the 15-yard line, down to the 13.
Good job by the left side of the line, just pushing community back. So that's another Hooten Hardware first
Yeah.
down.
Swearingen scored on the short touchdown run just a short time ago. A great catch by Skylar Lewis,
Yeah.
30-yard gain, 1 yard line. Then Swearingen came in and scored the touchdown for the Wildcats.
Poor referee going to need rotator cuff surgery because he's winding it real quick. He's trying to get home. And that's the thing, to run the clock, game's over with, get everybody safe, run it when you can.
Mason Cooper, the quarterback. Andre Serta in there at the H-back behind the left tackle. Swearingen, the running back.
Got a flag, probably going to have a illegal procedure, and the Cats coming back there. I didn't see who it was, but yep, 5 back, so that's going to take it back to the 18-yard line,
Right.
1st and 15.
Now the clock is still running, Tony.
Yep. Don't tell anybody.
When I was broadcasting the Commerce Tiger game several years ago, we had a game at Mineola when Mineola was really strong and ran the clock the entire second half.
Yep.
And literally took about 30 minutes. Here's
Here
the handoff to
goes
Swearingen again. He's got some moves, doesn't he?
He does. I like him. He's running hard.
Starts out up the middle, then breaks outside and gets the previous line of scrimmage at about, well, maybe not quite, to the 14-yard line.
Must have another flag. Offside, illegal procedure against us. So we're going 5 back again. So the inexperience showing here. You're talking about a running clock. I had one, I can't remember where it was, but it was such a bad game. They said we're going to put the clock at 12 minutes, and when they kick off, it is not stopping, period. For kickoff, extra points,
Right.
timeouts.
Right.
We got through in 25 minutes.
Yeah. Well, this is what happened at Mineola several years ago, too.
Yeah.
Just about that.
So tough on this group of reserves, but they're getting their feet wet. And now we'll see if they can make that 20 yards. On the 23-yard line, they can make a Hooten Hardware first down out of it.
So it's still first down, but first and 20 from the 23. And Mason
look at
Cooper
here.
passes over the middle, and it's a Wildcat touchdown. And Northeast Texas Farmers Co-op
Ben
says,
Lovelady.
way to go, Wildcats.
Yep,
This is
Ben Lovelady.
Ben Lovelady, whose name we have not said,
No.
I'm sure, this season. Breaking in the middle and wide open at the 5-yard line for the touchdown from Mason Cooper.
He put his foot down, and he beat that safety without any problem whatsoever. So Hooten Hardware first down on the score.
First touchdown pass for Mason Cooper. First catch for and first touchdown for Mason Lovelady or Ben. Says to.
For you baseball fans, the Yankees and the Dodgers 2-2 ninth inning.
2-2.
He just the PA announcer
announced.
just said that. Great minds.
I got about 5 more scores that I'll
Good.
get in during this next group.
Great, great, great. And here's the J. Hodge Chevrolet kickoff by Eric Rodriguez. And again, he kicks it deep to the 8-yard line. And return now for Community out across the 20 to the 25.
About where we're going to start, maybe 26. Looks like he's a little past. That's their best kickoff return of the day. I couldn't see who made the stop. Couple more scores. You got Winsboro beat Mount Vernon 62-0 in the semi-playoff game. Pleasant Grove at home beat Gilmer 27-10. I think that's either 3 or 4 losses for Gilmer this year. Highly unusual. 18-9 Kilgore over Cooper, and we'll get a few more in after we get a couple of plays.
First down for the Braves at the 26-yard line with 7 minutes to go. And the handoff going to McCullough. McCullough out the gate around the left side all the way into Sulphur Springs territory to the 45-yard line if they give him forward progress there. But they say he only got to the 49 before he went down.
Laren Vaughn showed some wheels there to catch him from behind and still had to make a little bit of a dive. So that's far and away their best run of the day, and they didn't have to have a fumble on the end of it to get there.
26 yards on the gain to Kendall McCullough. McCullough coming in the game had 283 yards rushing, 4.7 yards per carry.
And I think we've still got the starters in on defense because they want that shutout.
And keep it on the ground here, but the Wildcats are there to snuff that play out quickly. That's Truth Holmes, that tackle, I think. And
Yep.
believe they gave it to Kendall McCullough again. And basically no gain at the 49-yard line.
And I think Community has called off the Dogs too. They're going to stay in tight, run the clock too. We're just trying to finish the ball game, keep everybody healthy, get ready for next week.
Clock under 6 minutes to go now. Wildcats leading 56-7 over the Community Braves. Ewing under center, handoff up the middle. This is Cade Connor, and Connor to a hole and has a big gain inside the 30 line down to about 27, make it the 28-yard line of Wildcats.
Matthew Jeter saved down there. That was that little inside handoff where you to act like you're going to pitch it to the man. It's twice. That one worked pretty well. So good drive in the being produced here by the Braves, and like I said, it's still against the number 1 defense. So now we have to get our senses, not quite have as much fun, and get on to business.
21 yards on the gain to Cade Connor.
Under 5 minutes and running.
Out of the wing tee, Ewing under center.
Same play. Laren wasn't having any business there. Laren Vaughn got him head up, took him back about 10 yards, so that's going to be
Cade Connor
9.
on the kick. Again, he gains a yard to the 27-yard line. Ewing to roll here with 1.5 minutes left. 56-7. Wildcats on top. The Community touchdown on the first play of scrimmage. A fumble or a mishandled snap. Wildcats picked up by Derek Merriman and run in for a 20-yard touchdown. It's been all Sulphur Springs since then. On this 2nd down and 9 play, off left tackle they go, and the Wildcat defense stacks it up once again.
Stayed the same, 3rd and 8. And I think Truth Holmes got in there, and Dallin Horton got in there. A couple more scores. In district, Aubrey ended up beating Lake Dallas 44-7, and Salina beat Parrish 45-0. So no close games in district this week.
Such a surprise, Aubrey beating Lake Dallas.
Yes,
like that.
by that margin.
Carson Miller on that previous carry for Community, by the way. This is 3rd down and 7. And a sweep to the near side, short side of the field, down to the 21-yard line. It'll be short of the first down.
Going to be 4th and 2, but they've got nothing to lose. They're on the good side of the field. They'll go for it here.
Cade Connor on the carry, And Grayson Hardy there for Sulphur Springs, who had 98 tackles coming into the ballgame tonight, leading the district. And Jason Strickland in on that tackle, too, for
Backed it
Sulphur
up a
Springs.
little bit. It's a full 2, if not a short 3. If it was me, I'd run that inside fullback handoff that we just ran 2 plays in a row.
4th and 2 for the Braves at the 21-yard line of the Wildcats. Ewing under center, counter play, gives it to Connor. Connor probably has the first down as he gets across the 20 down to the 17-yard line. Clock down to 2:41. They've stopped it momentarily.
Preston Nottingham on the tackle there, and they're rolling in. This is where community could be a little upset with the ref starting it real quick because they want to put a score on there, but that's just what happens sometimes.
They do have 3 timeouts.
Yeah, but I got a feeling they're going to have 3 when we finish.
Well, I mean, if they are...
if it gets down to they will, but we'll see.
2:11.
It could be. They'll about use 1 or 2.
First down from the Wildcat 18-yard line, man in motion, left to right.
Inside trap.
Yep.
McCoy just rode him down.
Connor on the carry again to the 14.
Justin Strickland.
That's the second time we his name.
Yep.
Gain of 4, second down and 6, the Wildcat 14-yard line. This drive started at the community 35. This will be the 9th play. They've had several pretty good drives. But again, it's that bend but don't break quality of the Wildcat
between
defense.
The 20s doesn't put anything on the board.
2nd and 6. Ewing turns, hands off, left side, hole there for the ball carrier, who is Carson Miller, and he steps out of bounds inside 10.
James Johnson rode him out there for the
gain of 5.
Still running on the clock with him running out of bounds. So no static from the coaches at community. They know too. They'll have to call a timeout if they want one, and they very well may.
I believe I would. This is 3rd and 1 at the Sulphur Springs 9.
What have we got? Hang on, guys. We've got a problem down here.
Yeah. Wildcat player down inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah.
And
we need to wait on this one.
With 48 seconds left to go in the game. So we're going to take a break here with Sulphur Springs leading 56-7. This is Wildcats football on KSST.
Yeah, this is going to be a few. Yeah. Don't want it to go out.
Unusual circumstance.
Yeah.
It was not a collision.
No, he wasn't
sort of
even
injury.
in the game. So the paramedics have him. They're putting him on a stretcher, and he's in good hands.
Let's not refer to him specifically.
Yep. Yeah, I saw it. I saw him.
I saw the
all
corner of
the
my
way
eye.
down.
Yeah.
It's bad. Not look bad. They're running the clock right now. That's probably going to be the ball game, and that's a good thing to do.
Back at Gerald Press Stadium, the Wildcats leading this thing 56-7. The clock is rolling here with 30 seconds showing. One of the Wildcat players went down some sort of illness or something other than a contact injury. He was taken off the field on a stretcher, and we are not going to play the final 30 seconds or so of this football game. The handshake line has already begun. So
that's a classy move by both coaches to just say, let's end this, pray for that young man, and go home and see what we can do.
Community was going to have to play, I believe, from the 3-yard line. Had they taken a timeout, they would have had a chance to put a touchdown on the board. But that is going to be how the game will end. The final score will be 56-7. Sulphur Springs over the Community Braves. And the Wildcats now go into 7-1 on the season and 3-1 in district play. So we'll come back and wrap this up when Wildcat football continues after this on KSST. I'll send up. Wildcat football on KSST. Sulphur Springs with their most impressive win of the year, at least in terms of the score tonight, 56-7 over the Community Braves. And all the players getting together.
Both teams going to the middle of the field to pray for the Wildcat injured player.
And again, we are not at all certain of what happened there. We do not think it was a collision injury, some sort of illness or some kind of situation in which he was distressed and was taken off the field very quickly.
Very quickly. On
a stretcher. We might see a fairly lengthy amount of time there as they attended to him, but they got him off the field very quickly. And we will not identify the player so as not to create any anxiety for family or friends that might be listening. And it may not be a serious matter, but it was a little frightening to see it transpired there at the very end of the ball game. And as Tony pointed out, players from both teams now kneeling apparently in prayer at midfield. So that's a fine thing to see. So to cap this game for you, Tony's going to step out for a minute, but he'll be back shortly. Community scored on the very first play of the game. As the Wildcats took the kickoff and had the ball at the 27-yard line, there was a snap to Caden Mitchell in the shotgun formation, and something went awry. We're not exactly sure what it was. The snap appeared to be good. Tony, I think, said maybe that Caden somehow wasn't expecting the ball, but the ball was free, and it was picked up by Derek Merriman for Community, who ran it back 20 yards for a touchdown on the very first play of the game. So with 20 seconds gone by, Community led 7-0 with the extra point by Colt Story. Wildcats then, midway through the second quarter, started their first successful drive as they got the ball on downs at the Sulphur Springs 41-yard line. And on the second play, they connected on a 55-yard touchdown pass from Caden Mitchell to Skylar Lewis. Great job of running after the catch by Skylar. The extra point by Eric Rodriguez good. 7-7 the score. 4:30 left to go in the first quarter. Wildcats then following a punt, taking over at the 25-yard line. And they score in 3 plays on a 58-yard pass from Caden Mitchell to Chris Adams. And again, a good job of running after the catch by Chris Adams. The kick good by Eric Rodriguez, and it was 14-7 Sulphur Springs with 1:23 left to go in the first quarter. Wildcats went ahead 21-7 after a 59-yard, 7-play drive. On that drive, a 23-yard run by Deuce Hall, a 19-yard pass to Chris Adams, and a 3-yard touchdown run to close out the drive by Jackson Hare to make it 21-7. Deuce Hall then scores for Sulphur Springs on a 2-yard run. That drive after a 28-yard, that drive was a 29-yard drive after a 16-yard punt return by Gio Ibarra, setting up the touchdown drive. They had a 16-yard pass to Wyatt Watson on that drive, got him down close, and then Deuce Hall, 2-yard run with the extra point good, 28-7. The Wildcats led with 6:15 left to go in the first half, and that's where it was at halftime, 28-7. Sulphur Springs scored on their first possession of the second half. That was a 46-yard drive in 5 plays. 24-yard pass to Wyatt Watson set up the touchdown, 3-yard touchdown run by Jackson Hare. By the way, Hare with his 2 touchdowns tonight now has 11 touchdowns on the season. Wildcats led it 35-7. Sulphur Springs taking over at their own 15-yard line after a long drive by Community played out, and Wildcats took it over on downs, and 2 plays later they scored on an 88-yard touchdown pass from Caden Mitchell to Wyatt Watson. And again, Watson doing a terrific job with the run after the catch. 42-7 after the kick, 3:50 to go third quarter. Wildcats in the fourth quarter put in some substitutes. They got before that, a 38-yard pass and a great catch by Skylar line. And then Lyndon Swearingen on his first carry of the season gets a touchdown on a 1-yard run. Eric Rodriguez the kick to make it 49-7 with 1:50 left to go third quarter. Wildcats one final drive, 48 yards in 4 plays. And again, the substitutes in the ball. Ben Lovelady, 23-yard touchdown pass from Mason Cooper. With 7:20 to go in the ball game, 56-7 the score. Tony?
Yeah, it was a good ball game for Wildcats to have in front of their home fans. A lot of scoring, a lot of cheering, a lot of activity, and then the reserves got to play a little bit, and then it was just the end like we ended it, but it did, and now it's on to the 2 toughest games left on the schedule, and we've got to get ready to go.
Well, we say that, and of course at Lake Dallas next week, and that is one that we've been looking to all along as one of the toughest games on the schedule, and it may yet still be, but you begin to wonder about that now with Lake Dallas. I think having lost 3 games, and what did they lose by tonight to Aubrey? What was the final there?
I saw 44-7, but I'm not trusting it. I'm figuring we're still going to be. I like our chances. I'm right. Sure not going to go in there saying we're the underdog because we're not. They're at home. This is a long bus trip. It's a stadium we've never been to against a team we've never played. So a few variables there, and now it's time. This is where the coaches will get everybody ready this week. Hopefully everybody's healthy, and we'll go at it.
So, again, comparative scores are a risky thing, but the Wildcats beat Auburn 35-14 at Aubrey. And Aubrey beats Lake Dallas again tonight 44-7. I mean, that would suggest to you that Sulphur Springs would be a big favorite against Lake Dallas this week, but Lake Dallas is a highly regarded team at the beginning of the season. Not sure what has gone wrong there, if they've had some injuries or what it may be. But it is, nevertheless, it's a very big game.
You bet.
For the Wildcats. And then the Wildcats will close out at home in 2 weeks, and that figures to be a very big game against Frisco Panther Creek.
Well, what we've got to play for right now, second place in the second place seeding, needs to be our district championship. I mean, we're not going to we didn't beat Salina. Nobody in district is going to beat Salina. Therefore, second place is what's left. You get the better seeding comes playoff time.
Right.
So if we don't have that goal, then we're not treating things correctly. So we do have a goal with 2 games left.
Now, this district will be matched up again against the Dallas district.
Probably I haven't looked that far yet.
Well, I have.
Aren't we 7-4A?
Right, we are
so
7-4A.
We'll 8.
That's
and
8-4A.
If 8's up there, and they're not slouches. I mean,
And
4A D1, there's good teams.
so if you are the third place team, then you're either going to get Dallas Carter again or Kimball.
Mm-hmm.
And they're both pretty pretty
Pretty
good
good ball.
If you can finish in second place, you're going to avoid either one of those teams
Yeah.
in the by-district round, and that would be good. We've had two great games in consecutive years against Dallas Carter, and I think Sulphur
Yeah.
Springs is due probably to beat them.
Should have beat them
But-
both times.
But you'd rather not have to face off against them or Kimball in that
Correct.
first round. So anyway, it's a big win, 56-7 tonight for the Wildcats. Brought to you by Alliance Bank, Northeast Texas Farmers Co-op, Farm Country, Hooten Hardware, City National Bank, Wesley House Assisted Living, J. Haas Chevrolet, Saputo Foods, Christus Mother's Hospital, Copy Products, and BT Medical. Pre-game presented by Super Handy, halftime presented by Canadian Insurance, Hall Oil, and Super Handy. So once again, thanks to Tony Flippin for the color commentary tonight. Matt Jansen as our technical director and video producer. You'll be able to see this game later on YouTube and Channel 18. And James Terry is our video producer in the KSSC. 56-7 over Community. The final tonight. I'm Mark Dempsey, and good night from Gerald Prim Stadium.